income while still being present with and for your family. We show you how to invest in their future while securing your own and teach them by example what financial freedom should look like.
And don't just tell your kids to dream big, show them how it's done.
That's right, comment below or
you can just message us for a direct link to our presentation.
Somewhere along the way, she traded her glass slippers for Ebonics. So let's be real. Jasmine is cosplaying a gangsta like she's auditioning for a reality show called Real Politicians of Privilege.
Tell me who's getting all my checks? Where's my money? Tell me who.
Yeah, they wrong. Yeah, they did all that. But why are you waiting on your enemy to give you something? Why are we asking for reparations in 2025 when people came from all over Earth to America and been successful?
Yeah. Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. Yeah, mic check 1 2. Yeah, this is Third Degree here. We're back up in the house. We're about to go and kick it right now. And you know my freestyle's kinda wild. When I do it, I treat it like I'm juvenile, huh? Yeah, you don't want no problems with that boy 3R. One way to solve them. I'm straight from the IE. I dare anybody to step up and try me. Yeah, I'm still just right here and about to go ahead and make it real crystal clear. Ain't nobody want no problems far and near. Like I said, I'm just young, black and debonair with a smooth touch, with a groove you can't get back, so you can go and see through. It's the DY3 crew coming through with something brand new just to go and give you. Yeah, from Cali to Pittsburgh. Guarantee there's no nigga that can go and get third. You can talk all that crap all you want to, but what's gonna happen when I run up on you? I got crews in different avenues from the east to west coast. Dudes that back that toast. And I just know we carry that heat. Like you said, when you know when I go, when I speak. This too damn unique, ain't nothing sweet. I got the grooves that'll make your girl move her feet. Yeah, she's coming out her blouse and we in the house. Now we about to go ahead and rip the show now. What's good?
What's going on, my brother?
Not much, man. How you be? How you see?
Oh, man, I'm beautiful and amazing, man. Winning. Can't complain.
Right. That's
What
how
up,
we do.
Jess?
Hello.
Hello.
Get on my nerves.
Yeah, man. How y'all week been? Y'all week been good?
Yeah, man. It's been a long one, but we here. As you say, man, the show must go on. It must go on. So let's get it on. How's your week?
Man, it's same thing, man. Getting after it.
Right.
I ain't a millionaire yet, so I gotta try again next week.
Yep. I feel you,
You
man.
know what I'm saying?
That's how we do.
That's it. Man, I ain't made a meal yet, so back to it next week.
Man, that's prevalent to those that get up and grind because those with the mindset of like, hey, I'm not where I'm at as far as my goals or any type of achievement. They don't believe in like sleeping in. They believe in a quick little power nap. But the ones who really get it are up early, getting at it. You know what I'm saying, making sure that they're making moves because they know that time is essential.
Absolutely, brother. Absolutely. It's a lot of early mornings, a lot of late nights, man. Exactly. They don't tell you about that part in the brochure when you say when you want to be an entrepreneur or get it out the mud. They don't tell you about that part. That's what it takes, man.
That's what it takes, man. You got to put in the work. A lot of people, they want success. They want, the fame, the accolades, but they don't want to put in the work. They just want the overnight type of, Pop-Tart type of mentality. You know what I'm saying? You have to get up in it and put in work, whether you're working a 9 to 5 or whether you're working your regular, whether you're working your own business. You have to have some type of work ethic, and you have to know that time is critical and essential. So everything that you do within your day, you have 24 hours to be progressive. So there's really no time to sleep. You get your nap, you rest because everybody needs rest, and but you got to get up and get it.
Mm-hmm.
I heard somebody in the background talking about something.
That was the queen talking about. That's me. I just be taking naps.
Man, Queen need to get on the show too. You know what I'm saying? Like we be missing her over here.
Man, I don't know what she was doing. She always tried to take her nap during the show. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
She trying to take a nap.
Man. So
get on up.
Let's go ahead and let's get into it. So, as you already know, we got to do a little bit of ratchetness. So, let's go ahead and let's get it.
It was good, y'all. It's your boy 3rd Degree. And we're back with more ratchet news. Well, some of it's ratchet, some of it's not, but we still got to talk about it. So, let's go. Hey, man, for the folks that be saying something about me putting Trump in the ratchet news, a lot of the shit that he does is ratchet. So, I don't make this up. I just report it. But anyway, federal agencies now flag or avoid words like black or racism to comply with Trump administration. Sound like he don't like you niggas, but I told y'all. Moving on. Speaking of raggedy, Texas bill would make identifying as a transgender a felony punishable by jail. That's crazy. I don't know if legally they could do that, but hey, we'll see. We'll keep a close eye on this. Moving on. Southwest Airlines in free back check after 50 years. Man, this was keeping them as my favorite airline. Now they're not. I guess gotta find a new favorite airline, but hey, let's go. Moving on. Shots fired at Boosie Club event in Akron. 3 hit, 2 fighting for their lives. That's crazy. Why are they shooting at a Boosie Club, or Boosie event? Crazy. Moving on. Suge Knight. Death Row had hits when I owned it, not flops like Snoop Dogg. Sound like somebody's still bitter. Moving on. Angel Reese threatens to sit out WNBA games if the league doesn't begin to pay more. Hey, we will keep our eyes on this one, but she's about to be a trailblazer with this. So, moving on. Rosie O'Donnell confirms move to Ireland. Will return to U.S. when it's safe for all citizens to have equal rights. Yeah, she definitely had to get up out of here because they was definitely coming for people like her. Moving on. Le'Veon Bell is accused of essaying his cousin Jada Bell for 10 years and jury awarded her $25 million in damages. Goodness. We will continue with this story. We'll keep a close eye. Moving on. Terrorists hijacked train in Pakistan warn all 182 hostages will be executed if demands unmet. Crazy. Moving on. Keke Palmer asks Clarissa Shields when she'll knock out Remy Ma. Messy. Come on, Keke. What's going on? You just starting drama? We were supposed to just dying out. Now you moving on. Tulsi Gabbard pulls security clearances for Biden officials who went after Trump. Moving on. Loved ones are devastated after so-called grandparents are detained by ICE. Man, prayers to them. Prayers to them. Moving on. Told y'all we'll keep you updated with this Tupac murder case, but Bad Boy co-founder Kirk Burrows co-signs Diddy's alleged involvement in Tupac's murder. From platinum hits to parking lots, In Vogue's Don Robinson reveals she's been living in her car for 3 years. I don't know, man. This is a crazy story. You know what I mean? Some of what I heard, she's burned too many bridges, but I don't know what's true, what's not true. But we will keep you posted and come back to it. Moving on. Journey Smollett's estranged husband wants half of her retirement despite not earning a dime of it and already receiving a $1 million and $70K a month in child support. Dude, if you don't go sit your punk ass down somewhere, go get a job, then we'll talk about this later too. Moving on. Detroit police have reportedly submitted a warrant request against mother after her 2 children passed away in a van parked inside the casino garage. And she was just gifted a home by the city, so I don't know why. We will keep you posted. Moving on. Say her name. Breonna Taylor was fatally shot in her home over 5 years ago. Either today or yesterday. So, RIP to Breonna Taylor. We will not forget. RIP. Moving on. Tyler Perry unveils TPS Dreamers internship to train the next generation of TV talent. Let's go, Tyler. Let's get some skilled writers in there too. All right, let's go. Moving on. Indiana foster mother weighing over 340 pounds sentenced to 6 years after 10-year-old boy dies from being sat on for acting bad. For 6 years, I think they should give her a year for each pound of her weight. 340 years, because that is just crazy right there. But hey, I got to be careful because some people may not like what I'm saying, but it's no disrespect to anybody. But no, she definitely deserves it. Fuck her. Moving on. LGBTQ plus community demanding justice after a sex trafficking victim was shot by LAPD after calling for help. Yeah, that's not right at all, but I want to monitor this closely to see how quick justice gets done for this particular situation, huh? Moving on. American Airlines flight catches fire at Denver airport. What is going on with all these planes, yo? What is going on? I guess I can't even like American Airlines now after Southwest did the bag fee shit. Moving on. Jonathan Majors reveals he was sexually abused from age 9 by men and women. So sad. So sad. Man, prayers out to him. Moving on. Andrew Schultz was a guest on Club Shay Shay, and social media was streets were not happy. Yeah, because he's a douche. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know why Shannon. Anyway, we know why Shannon would. Moving on. Kanye West has said, I don't like Kendrick Lamar's music. He raps very good, but I didn't need to hear him on Cardi album. Sounds like he's salty and he wants some attention, but we're not going to give it to him. So fuck what Kanye has to say. That's it. That's all I got. Anyway, I'm your boy Third Degree. That's all I got. So enjoy the show. Let's go. Peace. Welcome back. Please make sure you guys hit the like and the share button if you guys are on Facebook. Share. If you guys are on YouTube, please hit the like and share button on your YouTube as well.
What's going on? Hey, from Platinum Records to parking lots is crazy. I'm gonna just throw that out there.
That wasn't me.
That's wild.
That wasn't me.
That was wild.
That was you.
That was definitely you.
That was not me, man. That was the meme or the post. I was just reading what the meme and the post said. That was not me.
That's crazy.
Now, believe it or not, truthfully, I like Don Robinson. You know what I'm saying? I was a huge fan of In Vogue. I was a huge fan of hers. Like, as a fan, I felt let down. I felt like, because, she went from In Vogue to Solo. Then she went to Lucy Pearl. Then she got signed by Dr. Dre. So I was ready to see what she was going to do with Dr. Dre. And she just never materialized. It was always like the same outcome for every situation. So, my belief is like, if there's the common denominator for every problem, then that problem must be.
Man, I'm glad you said it. True.
Yeah.
I'm glad you said it, because it can't be the world.
It can't be the world,
bro.
Folks
still out here touring, getting a bag.
They getting it.
Yeah, they still out here. Hold on. All that. You know what I'm saying?
And they replaced her. They replaced her with the girl who used to be on man, what's her name? She used to be on Jamie Foxx. Remember she was writing the jingles with Jamie Foxx?
Oh yeah.
I know exactly who you talking
I can't
about.
think of her name though.
I can't think of her name, but you know,
camera's out too.
yeah, I know. I'm fixing it as we speak.
My bad. But yeah, I can't think of her name either. You gonna make me look it up. But what else was in there? Hey, look, I'm no advocate for the big yellow bus in the sky, but
I am.
They the only ones that ain't crashed yet. I'm gonna just be honest.
Y'all know Spirit is.
Yeah, they're the only ones that have not crashed yet.
Oh, yeah. Who is Spirit?
Yes, the big yellow bus in the sky, man. They ain't had no issues yet. Everybody else crashing, burning up, on flipping over, on fire, charging you extra for the bags, all that. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
right.
I don't know what's going on, but it's not by. I'll be quiet.
Yeah.
It's not by coincidence that everybody just crashed.
Yeah,
right.
Fish. Something real fish.
Hold the show now real quick. Talk about more. I'm gonna try to fix this virtual background.
Hey, you got it. Look, spotlight.
You want to talk back about Don Robinson? I feel like in situations like that, they should own their music. That's why it's important to be independent or own something, because even with your royalty checks, you should have been getting cut enough to have somewhere to stay at
Absolutely.
least.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know.
Yeah, but you know, during a time frame, a lot of them were not privy to these contracts and knowledgeable like the industry is now. People know what a 360 deal is. People know what ownership of masters and all that stuff is now. But you know, during that time, they was happy getting money up front, getting their people out the hood. You know what I'm saying? Getting a house, cars, all that great stuff, and just not financially educated to know that when it's all said and done, hey, that bag is out of there because you didn't sign your life away. You know what I'm saying? You don't actually own anything. You know what I mean? And a lot of people don't realize they didn't write a lot of them songs. So a lot of them writing credits they don't get either.
True.
You know what I mean? It's money in writing. I don't know. You know, whoever writing for Drake, well, I know they getting a bag. You know what I'm saying? I need to jot down a quick 16. I got something for you for Kendrick. You know what I'm saying? Not. Anyway. And Texas. Oh, Texas needs to just become its own country. I don't know what they doing over there, man. You can't take people to jail for identifying as something.
Kind of jacked up, right?
Yeah. I'm not, in that community, but also I understand that you have rights that should protect you from stupidity. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Human.
Yeah, if you want to run around and say you're a unicorn, I don't give a damn. You know what I'm saying? That is your business. As long as you ain't harming nobody or doing nothing devious or mischievous, that ain't Texas business. You know what I'm saying? That's outlandish. We'll see how far that one go though.
Yeah, we'll see. I don't think it's gonna have any legs. You know what I'm saying? So, but we'll see.
Yeah, I don't think that one gonna get too far because that's retarded. Just being honest. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
What else was in there? Buddy paying the millions.
Puff Daddy was on there about 2 months ago.
Yeah, we all kind of knew that. It's amazing we know more than the police. I mean, just come on now.
Right.
This is getting carried away now.
It really kind of is, though. You know what I'm saying? To be truthful. Well, the thing I hate about it is that we have to actually wait a whole year to actually see what type of evidence they got what type of witnesses they got, because Keefy D's dumb baboon ass was over here saying that he was not in Vegas, what I'm saying, but they actually got receipts of his wife, getting stuff in her name. So I don't know how this is going to really play out. He could walk, but then he could not. But I mean, the star witness is himself.
Right. Oh no, he's going to jail. You can believe that. They, like I said, they probably ain't gonna get that man for murder, but he's going to jail. They don't waste
for being accessory, huh?
Yeah, the one thing district attorneys hate to do is waste money. They don't waste money on something that could be.
True.
It's a reason why district attorneys have over 90% conviction rate.
Very true.
In every state.
Very true.
You know what I'm saying? If you don't have a 90% win rate as a district attorney, you're usually somebody's public defender.
Right.
That's where the losers go, to the public defender's office.
You ain't never lied. You ain't never lied.
That man going to jail. For how long? I don't think it really matters because he on the break.
Exactly. Well, that was the Ratchet News. So if you guys got anything, you guys could always just hit us up, at dropyour3cent@gmail.com. You know what I'm saying? If you got anything ratchet, you got anything you want us to promote or shout out, you know what I'm saying? Just hit us up there and we can talk about it and we can work it out, But yeah, we're going to go ahead and get the show started. But before we do, I just got to let you know that, shout out to the Facebook users. If you're out there, make sure that, you sharing and you're hitting the like button. If you're watching, make sure you're tapping that screen. Tap, 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 tap. You know what I'm saying? With the like, laugh, or whatever type of emojis. This nigga over here got the Ebola. You know what I'm saying?
One call? Really?
You sound like Buster over there.
Man, cough on the show.
Right, you know what I mean? But yeah, make sure you guys hit the like and share button. If you guys are on YouTube, shout out to the YouTubers out there. Make sure you hit the like, share, and subscribe button and the notifications so you can get you'll be notified whenever we come on. We want to thank the supporters out there who continuously come through and show up. The rebroadcasters that come up and show up. Those who keep continuing sharing and liking and supporting the show, we love and we thank you. If you want to come on as a guest, I have the link in the description on Facebook and on YouTube. So just hit that link, hit the description, hit the link. But if you're using your phone, just know you have to use headphones and they will work as a microphone. Also, too, we want to make sure that you're in a nice, quiet spot. Make sure that you have your Wi-Fi on. Make sure there's no noises in the background. There's no distractions in the background because we don't want anything to bleed into the show. As Quez likes to say, this is a production, so we want to treat it as such. Also, too, just know that, some things may get hot and heavy as far as like topics, but, we try to have as much respect for each other. You have to agree to disagree respectfully, try not to get too heated. You know what I'm saying? If you get too heated, I might just put you backstage just to cool you off a minute. Nothing personal, but we just want to keep the integrity of the show at an all-time high. So, and then we just don't want people to incriminate themselves either, too, so. You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to pull up, yeah, I'm going to slap the taste out your mouth, making terroristic threats and stuff on a show that, that is going out throughout the whole world. I don't think it's necessarily a wise move,
Absolutely. I agree.
So
you will be sent to the gulag.
Yeah, just trying to help y'all out. Saying just cool off and we'll bring you back. But if you still on some rah-rah, you're not respecting the host or respecting the mic, then you're up out of here. You know what I'm saying? Because we just don't play that. So, Quez, you know what to do.
Oh, you got third. What's the word of the day, man?
I've been thinking about it. I've been thinking about this a little bit. So, hey, it's not necessarily like a definition or anything, but, for those that don't know me, I am Third Degree. I am, an entertainer. I rap, I sing, I songwrite, act. You know what I'm saying? I'm also a businessman. As you can see, you're here on this platform. But, I am a human. I'm imperfect. So, for those that don't know me, you're getting to know me. For those that know me well. You know what I'm saying? I'm unapologetic in some things. But if I say anything to offend you, or if you have a problem with me, then just hit me up and speak to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can have dialogue about it. With that being said, with me, I'm either gonna apologize if I did something to offend you, or I'm gonna say F you. You know what I'm saying? Because I really just don't give a fuck. But if there's a problem, you have to kind of let it be known. Just over your, what's your beef?
I got beef with you.
What beef you got? I didn't even see her over here, a little short hand.
Oh man.
I'm being for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, again, I say stuff. I say what I feel. I say what comes off the top of my head. I don't really premeditate stuff. So I'm not doing anything personally. You're going to know if I'm mad at you, if I don't like you, because I will speak to you directly, or I will make a strong subliminal that you and I would know that I'm speaking directly to you. Like I said, man, I really don't give two funks. If I don't like you, I would tell your moms why you ain't really shit. So, you know what I'm saying? I explained to her why she had an ain't shit child. You know what I'm saying? Really break it down chronologically.
Just rude.
I mean, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like,
what's going on?
Fight me. You know what I'm saying? But
that's my beef.
Hey,
that's your beef.
You might want to become vegetarian. But if I like you, or vegan, but if I like you, you know what I'm saying, then we could definitely have a talk. I'm not doing anything intentionally, and I will apologize, especially if I'm in the wrong, but those are Thir's words for today. So, hey, you like me? I love you. You don't like me? Funk you. All right.
I don't like you.
I know.
Hey, where we starting off today, man? Where we starting off?
Man, I had to throw a curveball, bro. There was something that came up that disturbed the bejesus out of me. And there's an incident or a video of a kid slamming a little girl. So we're gonna have a talk about it. After I go ahead and just do some quick little promos here, but we gotta talk about it.
Yeah. You're wasting time.
Hello, family. I'm Marquez.
Hey, you guys, and I'm Denisha.
We all want the best for our children, right? Security, opportunities, and a future filled with endless possibilities.
That's right, but here's the question. What are you doing today to create that future? Imagine building a business that creates generational wealth, leaving a legacy that grows even when you're not working, showing your children what it means to dream big and take action.
That's right. With PlanNet Marketing, we offer you the opportunity to earn income while still being present with and for your family. We show you how to invest in their future while securing your own and teach them by example what financial freedom should look like.
And don't just tell your kids to dream big, show them how it's done.
That's right. Comment below, or
you could just message us for a direct link to our presentation.
And we are back. We are back. We are back. Now, just yesterday, or I guess this happened actually March 10th. There was an incident at a junior high. I don't even know how to pronounce the name, so I'm not even going to attempt to sound illiterate and stupid. But there was an incident where there was a young man who was seen arguing and fighting with a young female student, and he violently threw her on the table and knocked her unconscious. And it's caused up quite a stir on not only my Facebook but on my IG. And the emotions, I guess you could say, I saw somebody just today that talked about trigger. It triggered me. And so I just got to show you what it is, and we're going to go ahead and break it down and give our 3 cents.
A hydro class is crazy work, man. Oh no, baby. Bro, tell the guy, chill the fuck out, damn, nigga. Nigga, knock him out. Oh my God, knocked out, bro. She's knocked out, bro. You're trying to hit that nigga.
You were on time last week. Every day your name was placed in a drawing.
The teacher is still in the background talking.
So it was a substitute teacher, that was there. So, I put it on Facebook, and then there was a lot of rhetoric. There was people saying, well, we need to see the full video. We don't know what she did. She could have started it. She could have provoked. Fuck all that.
Right.
All right. First off, I'm going to say it just like this, To the parents of the boys in that class, you are raising some soft-ass, punk-ass, beach-ass dudes. Because ain't no way in hell, I don't care if she spit in his face. I don't care if she talked about his moms. I don't care about any of that crap. The fact that you seen this tall-ass dude sitting up there tussling with this little-ass girl, and y'all sat there video recording it, or oohs and ahs, y'all some bitches. And if you're watching, tell your mammy, tell your daddy, saying to come see me, and I will tell them directly to their face that they are some punk asses because they're raising some dumbass children. Because you ain't no way in hell that I would have sat back, and I've taken some suspensions, some detentions for sticking up from females when I was going to school. So I don't understand why anybody would sit back there and let it be known that it's cool. Actually, the first thing should have been to the substitute. Where the fuck were you? Where the hell were you? You sitting up there watching this stuff happen and you're not intervening, saying? Like, where the hell were you?
Yeah, it's, just to add content, I'd never seen the video. I had, listened to some information. I'll be driving all day, so I more so listen to information than watch it. But from what I gathered, the young man came in. He had some type of water pistol, whatever, was shooting people. The girl asked him to stop on several occasions. Bro didn't stop. She got upset, and I guess she got up to hit him. Nonetheless, they charged that girl with what was it? I know they charged him with battery, but they charged her with, what did they charge? I forgot that fast. They charged her with, I think, assault with a weapon or something crazy for a middle school child. And to me, one, substitute need to be going to jail. Like, for you to watch that as an adult. You know what I mean? Because that didn't look. Whenever they started recording, that was already in progress. So that means something was going on way before that. Two, you have a responsibility as a teacher, whether you're the substitute or not, to protect those children from any and everything. And then three, like you said, man, I didn't. To me personally, I didn't see any children of our hue, which is weird to me. I hope they were not in the room because I'm gonna talk to them even more harshly than the ones I did see on camera. We have a duty to protect the women around us. It's innate. So that's the only reason why I'm saying I don't think there were any in there. But yeah, like you said, to the rest of those individuals in there, that outside the one little dude who was just probably the same size as her or not smaller, trying to, low key break it up. He wasn't really doing too much. I think he was scared, but he put a hand in there. But that 6 years, yeah, there was a little kid, but he tried. But
hey, so if I'm gonna get my ass beat, I'm gonna get my ass beat. You know what I'm saying? Whether I'm short or tall,
went out like
there
that.
Ain't no way in hell, because the thing about it, and Jess can speak to it because she deals with you too, Queen. But the thing about it is, for me, I sat up there and as a kid, and I was short, at one point in elementary and junior high. You know what I'm saying? But I've seen where there were kids who would call like certain black girls like black bees, call them this, call them the N-word, talk about how they slept with them or did different things and disparage their names, whatever, and I gladly took suspensions, trying to defend them, because ain't no way in hell you're going to sit up there and funk with a female on my watch. I got sisters, and I was taught and I was bred to protect my sisters with my life. And so that extends to black girls, because the black girls are the same that look like my sisters. So I'm not going to sit up there and just let something like that happen without trying to intervene as a kid. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. That's just me personally. What do you think, Jess?
First off, when you're a sub, you have a folder. That folder has everything you need, all the information you need, the extensions that you need for the principal, the vice principal, for everything, secretaries, whatever. Before that even escalated, because I read something about they were throwing pencils at her or something like that. Before that even escalated, the principal should have been called. Because when I sub with junior high, I let them know off the bat. I tell them I deserve respect. Y'all don't know me. You don't have to show me respect, but I am asking you guys to show me respect, because you got to talk to these kids different these days, So I don't understand how that even got that far. In all the classrooms that I've been in, I've never had that issue. Never.
Oh, you're on mute, Queen.
Okay, first of all, the whole time the video's going on, I'm saying, did the teacher leave them in the class by themselves? Where's the teacher? Where's the teacher? And then I hear your name will be placed in the drawing. What? So you there? So you're there. You're in the room. The fact that this big, I'm gonna call him a big bully because he was huge. First of all, you don't get you don't get cool points for hitting a girl, number one. Then you were using the N-word. All of you guys were in there using the N-word.
Oh, that's another thing.
That's another thing. And on top of that, no one stopped it. No one intervened. You're recording, you're talking.
And he was laughing.
Yeah, it was funny. That girl could have died. She could have hit her head on that table and died. And you just manhandling her, swinging her around.
I know she had a concussion from that.
She had to.
That's insane.
Because if you got knocked out from your head hitting the table, yeah.
You had to. So going back to what you just said about that infamous N-word, and we just talked about it last week on the show. Should other races get a pass for using the N-word and blah, blah, blah? Funk no. You know what I'm saying? Because that right there, I mean, on top of that, that kid, if there's a zero tolerance policy for violence, then that kid needs to be expelled. Because if what they're saying is true, that he came in there with a water pistol and he was just being annoying or whatever, then yeah, she was wrong to a certain extent for stepping up to him. She's a girl, you know what I mean? And little girls, let this be a lesson. Please don't try to fight dudes. Unless you really, really, really got hands, even still, then I wouldn't advise it. You know, go get your brothers, go get your homeboys, go get your boyfriend, go get your uncles, whatever like that, and have them have them intervene, because I don't think that that was necessarily the place. But with that being said, you know, if this dude's over here being a antagonizing, I don't even see why that girl got in trouble. You know, because obviously the principal, the teachers, or whatever, they're not doing anything. When it gets somebody has to choose violence, it's because it's gotten to a point where that person has gotten fed up. You get what I'm saying? So with that being said, I mean, she's saying like, "Hey, leave me alone," and he's then on top of that, the way that he was acting like he did something, the way he slammed her down. I mean, I don't know where they at. Well, they're actually out here in the IE. Like,
by you.
It's crazy because, you know, back in my day, that would have been a riot. We would have beat the bricks out of everybody.
And when I say girls and boys
tossed up.
Yeah, girls and boys would have been beating him up. Had it been around my time. I know you said girls don't ever try to fight a boy. I'm gonna be honest, I fought boys and I didn't lose. When I was, but we're past that. But yeah.
That was back in the day. You know what I mean? That was back in the day.
So long ago, decades,
Right. We've grown up and matured, you know. But
I mean, but if your life depends on it, man, or you feel that way, that by all means protect yourself to the best.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I don't think that was a life-threatening situation, but again, it's the faculty's fault. So they'll probably be getting sued.
For sure.
Absolutely.
That was my child.
For sure, because
you still got a school.
For sure, because here's the thing: to the Mexican kids on there using it, hey, you are not black. You know what I'm saying? So on top of that, you were using a racial slur with acts of violence. That is called a hate crime. And so I hope that the activists that are out here, I hope that whoever is watching this, because it's the IE, so, you know, hopefully we're getting broadcast onto the IE, but that is qualified as a hate crime. And because of the fact that the teacher did not intervene, nor called the cops, nor called the principal, and that girl could have lost her life. If she would have got slammed on that desk hard enough, she could have literally lost her life, and she couldn't be here to tell her side of the story. So that could have really went really, really, really ugly. So with that being said, yes, no, there needs to be a lawsuit against that school district. On top of that, that substitute teacher, because hell no. And like I said, you know, like Queen was saying, had that would have been us back in the day, the school would have been tore up. I promise you. You know what I'm saying? Because had she would have came and talked to one of us, like the homeboys, whatever, even if we did not know her, you know what I'm saying? She would say, "Hey, this Mexican dude hit me, and you called me the Nick. What? The N-word, and he insulted you too? Say less. Say less. Say less. No problem at all. Suspend me, expel me, whatever you want. No problem. We would have tore that whole place up.
Absolutely.
I mean, even if he was black, it don't even matter. You put your hands on a girl like that,
right?
You would have definitely got handled.
Oh yeah.
Regardless, yeah.
Black, white, Asian, Eskimo, whatever you want to call yourself. Yeah. You touch a female, lights out.
Yeah, we packing you out, bro. But yeah, man.
man, are you gonna let us get to it?
I don't know what I'm looking at. I'm sorry.
They can't
I'm
see
here.
that. This is.
Oh,
okay.
Come on
now. You got
too much, I love this show so much.
You got too much dip on your chip, man.
I love this show so much. I'm just so triggered by that because I'm a parent and and an educator.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And I have daughters. And I have sons. It's just
right. Like I said, I got sisters. I got sisters. I got cousins. I have homegirls who consider me like brothers. You know what I'm saying? Like I've seen it all. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, that triggered something in me, and the fact that he was so braggadocious about it. He was so that machismo. He had like he actually did something. I mean, I don't know. You know, like I said, I'm in a different place, so I'm not going to necessarily say violence, especially on this platform. So I'm gonna say, do like what the clear people do. You know what I'm saying? The parents of that girl, go and sue them. Go to the lawyer, especially get a civil rights lawyer, because that N-word was flying around, and I like Quest. I'd say nobody of the darker hue in there. And I would say this to those kids: you are not us. You're gonna learn today. So yes, that would be a civil lawsuit against that kid and his parents. Mm-hmm. And then on top of that, saying we're gonna take it up to the school, then the school district. Break their bank on their asses.
Yeah.
Put them out of business.
Hey,
I was gonna apply too, but not no more.
Oh yeah, don't you go over there, Jess.
These kids are different. These kids, this new generation of kids are
extremely disrespectful
because they're raised by the generation that the grandparents gave up watching them. These parents left them and did not raise them and didn't care what they did. And now they had kids. That's where we are. There's a major disconnect, and they don't have consciences. They don't have respect. They don't care about anything. I remember when I was young, I wouldn't even say cuss words. I wouldn't even say lie, but I wouldn't even say cuss words in front of another adult. Now it's kids young cussing in front of me, having whole conversations, and I'm like, oh, excuse me.
Just flying out like nothing.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I guess I was a different kid. This is around the time I did get to the school, Quest. Like my first year at El Camino, I actually got put up for expulsion because I was going to fight a teacher. Because because truthfully, the coach threatened me. He said, I was trying to get an aspirin or a note to the nurse to get an aspirin. I had a headache from hell. And then he just said, if you don't move your ass out the way, you're going to have more than a headache. And so I turned around. I thought that he was just playing, you know what I'm saying? No, but he was mean mugging me. He was serious. So, I went back to my locker. I'm like, did this mother really? Really? So I'm putting on my PE clothes. Like, we ain't having this. And so the Sagittarius in me said, yeah, get him. So as we walking out, you know what I'm saying? Like he was closing the door. We happened to accidentally bump shoulders. And he had the nerve to try to say, hey, say excuse me. I said, funk you. Disrespect is going to be met with disrespect. I don't give a on who you are. Yeah. So, he kept mouthing off, and I kept trying to walk away to de-escalate the situation. But then, I may have said, if you don't leave me alone, either me or my pops is going to funk you up. And so, I got sent to the principal, and they tried to expel your boy. But disrespect is met with disrespect.
Like, we had different breed of teachers too, though. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We did have a different breed of teachers. Our teachers.
No, I would have fought them. Allegedly.
No, I'm just saying in general. Like, I'm not saying about your situation. I'm just saying in general. Like, our teachers was kind of built different too. They wasn't scared of no goddamn kids. You know what I'm saying?
We was gonna fight.
This shit too. You know what I'm saying? Especially the coaches. Yeah. These niggas was fresh out of prison or something. I don't know where they found these niggas at. You know what I'm saying?
That's not.
We was gonna fight. You know what I'm saying? At this point, you know what I'm saying, my pops had taught me how to box. You know what I'm saying? And he's a Marine and he's a professional boxer. So, I took a couple of hits from this dude, and I was like, I was smelling myself. Like, if I could take a hit from this heavy-handed ass dude, you know what I'm saying, an ish that nobody can do to me. So I was just a little different.
Hell no.
I was a little crazy. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really care. So, you know.
That's wild.
But yeah, these kids these days, they're weird. The parents who are raising them are weird. I'm saying it, and I'll say it to their face. They're raising some soft ass kids. They're raising some weird ass kids, and they're raising some disrespectful ass kids. Because like Queen was saying, I mean, you wouldn't dare cuss in front of an adult. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, especially like an elder, especially like a teacher. Again, disrespect is met with disrespect, but if a teacher is not disrespecting you, then there's no way that you should ever disrespect that kid.
I think, Erica, that our parents and grandparents would say the same thing, but with different contexts. You know what I'm saying? Because our level of disrespect was, what do you mean?
Or I'm not lying.
Yeah, that was our disrespect.
I don't get where she's getting at, because a lot of our generation were raised by our parents and grandparents.
That's who actually raised us.
You get what I'm saying? So
we weren't allowed to be disrespectful. Let's just say that. Right. Breathing was different. You breathe too hard.
But of course they said something, right? You know of course they said something about us because we were the 90s babies, which means when they were in the 70s, we didn't act like how they act when they were coming up. Yeah. Every generation got stricter. You know, when they were being raised, or the people who raised them, they couldn't come to the breakfast table with pajamas on. They couldn't have rollers, and they had to be fully dressed. You know, so there was lack in each generation, of course, but now it's like, what's gonna happen?
I don't know. My mom was different. You know, so she's like telepathic or something. She get on me if she even thought I had like an attitude. You know, or you thinking about having an attitude, right?
Absolutely. Like, did you smack? Did you roll your eyes? No. You frowning? No. You breathing hard?
Hey, you know how it is when you walk away, right? You walk into your room, you don't even say nothing. You know, say, what you say? What you? Right. Oh, I know what you think.
That makes you even more mad. Like, man, first of all, I didn't say shit yet.
I didn't even say it out loud.
I was thinking to get out of my head. You know what I'm saying? Like, And on top of that, here's the thing: I wanted no problems with my mom. Now, mind you, like I said, I'd sit there and I would fight this coach, this grown ass coach who was a Marine, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I had no problem trying to fight this dude. But, you know, and I was acting all tough. I was kind of acting like that stupid, goofy-ass kid in the video. But as soon as my mom popped into that office, I was like, I'm sorry.
Hey, life changed.
Yeah. I'm 40. I still don't want no problems with my mom.
Hell no.
I don't want problems with your mom.
I want no problem with my mom. But, ma'am? Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. I'm a grown-ass adult. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know. I have not lived in that woman's house in over some 20-some years. Hell no. No problems.
I be apologizing for cussing, all that. My bad, Mom. You know what I'm saying? I be like, my bad, but you know what I'm saying? Even though I had to tell her today, like, this my house. You know what I'm saying? we ain't getting there. Oh, that was yesterday, huh? You think you can grab me a soda? There's something to drink in the fridge. I be waiting for the moments. When you go to the store, can you get a soda?
Coke.
No, we ain't getting no sodas.
All right, cherry Pepsi.
There's something to drink in the fridge. You know what I'm saying?
He was so rude.
Shout out to Mom Dukes. You know what I'm saying? I got her.
Tucker look like she don't play. I ain't even laughing because
I bought her the soda anyway, but I had to get it out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not gonna laugh because I don't want no whooping. Mama Tucker look like she don't play, so I don't even. You know, she be out here in the IE from time to time, so I want no problems. So I don't want to get a whooping. Is she old school mom? You know how them old school moms, like, you know, they whoop you too? And then tell your mom, like, look, I whipped your kid for being disrespectful. Yeah. Oh, okay. What did he do? You know, you thinking that your mom's going to side with you. Oh, he was over here cursing. He was doing it. Oh, okay. Well, then, yeah. He about to get it too.
Yeah, man.
So, yeah. Mama Tucker, I apologize on behalf of my chocolate brethren over here. You know what I'm saying? He was just feeling himself. You know what I'm saying? But
it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I love you, Madre.
Right. Man, but on a serious note, I know we kind of drifted a bit, but yeah, I mean, seriously, for that little girl, you know what I'm saying? I hope her parents are watching. Actually, I'm Facebook friends with an activist who's kind of like on the scene with that. So hopefully he's watching. But yeah, get the NAACP involved. Y'all get some good high-priced lawyers.
break the bank. Hopefully within the next year or 2 or 3, hopefully that school will not exist, or if it does, they will change the name to that little girl, because that was wrong. It was wrong on all parts. That is a potential hate crime that could have ended seriously. And for that substitute teacher, I hope you get not another job.
Oh, that's a fact. That is a fact. Y'all need to spread that teacher name around the community. So anytime that teacher is in charge of a class with one of our students in it, we need a parent in the room, since you don't know how to conduct your job.
She should no longer be in the classroom.
If you still employed and you were put in charge of somebody else's kids, we need to have a parent in the room with that individual. Sound like a lady. That's the only reason why I said she. But you know what I mean? That's a community thing though. And you talk about NAACP. You ain't got to call them. Call the community. That's all you need to do. Yeah. Call the community. And you know what I mean? Y'all know what to do. Stand on business. All right. I'm done. Let's move on.
Well, go ahead, Jess. Drop your closing thoughts.
So yeah, for the disciplinary action, they do that different these days. So if he has no priors, he's probably like on the first level.
Priors?
Yeah.
What the fuck? They treat them like inmates and stuff now, like adults. Like
that's how I'm saying it. But I'm saying there's levels. If he's on the first level, he's not going to get expelled.
Zero tolerance is zero tolerance. Like just like what I said. I don't know. Maybe we're living in different times. Maybe we're ancient times. But just like I just got through telling you, I was fresh new to Quez's school. When this teacher threatened me and we had words, they put me up for expulsion. It was the local activists, the preachers, my mom's best friend, who actually had the authority to whoop me if I acted up, who all stepped in on my behalf to save me from expulsion. So I'm saying, like, the zero tolerance, we could not even sit up there and walk and act like as if we're going to fight somebody. Right. You know what I'm saying? Without being put up for suspension or whatever. So with that being said, I think maybe the school system's disciplinary things have lax because it's punk ass. Because again, if this boy right here is the big ass boy is harming this little girl, thank God it didn't really turn into another thing. And I'm telling you, it could have got really ugly. Really, really ugly. Because some dudes like us, we don't play.
Well, that's the thing, man. You know that coalition ain't looking like what it's supposed to look like.
True.
The reason for the disciplinary actions now is because of us, the minorities, because we're expelled more than the majority.
Yeah, black boys, black children.
Discipline more, detention more. Write-ups more.
That's what they charged. They charged her with assault with a deadly weapon. That's what they charged her with.
The little girl?
Yes. I knew it was something crazy. I just couldn't think of it. I had to because it was
so she swung the computer at the dude after he done yoked her up.
And he was charged with a misdemeanor battery.
Oh, fuck no. You know what? All right, man.
I knew it was something when I was listening to it earlier today.
All right.
I was like,
so now I'm going to have to get involved. I'm going to reach out to this activist that I know because hell no. Fuck that. I will be getting involved. And I will not stop until this little boy is expelled. Fuck all that. Anyway, I did not mean to digress. You know what I'm saying?
It's a wild one, man.
Ugh. All right, so he got a misdemeanor. She got assault with a deadly weapon. So what was the desk?
In 8th grade, you're getting charged with assault with a deadly weapon.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, you know.
Follow you. That is definitely
that's a felony charge.
Felony, and it's gonna follow you.
That sounds like it's different rules for you.
Yeah.
Well, you already know.
Proximity.
Yes.
Always proximity.
Yes.
And she probably got a referral for it if she's charged with that. That's so sad.
And you are
little girl, if you're watching, get your parents, sue the school, hate crime. because using the N-word and all that other stuff, hate crime, that was a hate crime. You know what I'm saying? Hate crime. Funk them, man. Anyway, I ain't even get up.
I will also say that there are some nice junior high kids out there. They're not all like that.
Well, no, we know that.
I had some
Just
very
the weenies in that class. You know what I'm saying? We're not talking about. You know what I'm saying? We're not talking about those weenies. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure somebody in the school is standing on business. They just didn't know about it. So, you know, I don't know. I don't like environments where my kids are the only. Something always goes wrong when your child is the only.
Word. So with that being said, you know, I got to get off of this. I got to get off.
Mm-hmm.
All right, yo, we're going to go to some more promo. We'll be right back. Yeah.
You're wasting time. Hello, family. I'm Marquez.
Hey, you guys, and I'm Denisha.
We all want the best for our children, right? Security, opportunities, and a future filled with endless possibilities.
That's right, but here's the question. What are you doing today to create that future? Imagine building a business that creates generational wealth, leaving a legacy that grows even when you're not working, showing your children what it means to dream big and take action.
That's right. With PlanNet Marketing, we offer you the opportunity to earn income while still being present with and for your family. We show you how to invest in their future while securing your own and teach them by example what financial freedom should look like.
And don't just tell your kids to dream big, show them how it's done.
That's right. Comment below or
you could just message us for a direct link to our presentation.
We are back. So we got that out the way. We got some other topics we can get into. We got Jasmine Crockett, little backstory to that. We'll jump into that. Is she cosplaying hood and ghetto? That's a topic that's been really hot on my Facebook. And we got me to talk about that. Also, R. Kelly joins the Chris Brown Residuals Challenge. And he comes out and drops a song that's like hotter than Cats That Are Free. I don't understand. How's he doing it from prison? You know what I'm saying? Like, how's he doing it?
I didn't even know there was a challenge. You know what I'm saying?
Man, how's he doing it from prison? You know what I'm saying? Like, he came and shitted on him. I think the challenge is over. You know, there ain't no need for to shitting on him. All right. Then also, too, we have another topic, reparations. Will Black Americans ever receive them? So, with that being said, what y'all want to jump into?
Kelly, Jasmine, and reparations. I think that's a great way to transition into that.
Word. Okay, so
that's just my thoughts.
Jessica over here is an R. Kelly hater. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, I said R. Kelly because
what he did.
No, I was just gonna say because it's the quickest. You know what I'm saying? R. Kelly first because it's the quickest. You know what I'm saying? Let's hurry up, knock that out the box and get to the real shit. You know what I mean? You pretty much summed it up, but we'll talk about it for a second.
We'll talk about it. All right, so here goes. For purposes of copyrights, I had to take off the background music, but here goes R. Kelly's Residuals Challenge.
Call is from Robert Kelly. This call will be recorded and subject to monitoring at any time. To accept this call, press 5. You may begin speaking now.
I got 2 minutes. Let's go. First, I want to thank my fans for being a realist. Now let's get down to business on this breezy remix. Had to make this phone call just to let you know you ain't shit. It's questions on my mind. It's questions on my mind. You're still selling my music, making all this money. Don't even send shit to my books for commentary, no. Oh, I'm in this place, I know I don't deserve it. No. There's questions on my mind. There's questions on my mind. Did I build you up? Build you up? When I wrote you all those tears. How you not gonna show me love? Show me love. And I'm not talking about no cheat. Tell me who's getting all my checks? Where's my money at? Tell me who's getting paid for my crime? All of that's supposed to be mine. Oh, who gave you 34 years? Who made you billions of dollars? Who put the R in the R&B? Sweating is killing me and myself, making me holler. Damn it, tell me who's getting all of mine? Who's getting all of my residuals?
Man,
He's over here stacking vocals and harmonizing like how.
That's what I said. How you
That lives and whatnot. Like how did he do it better? How did he do it better than some of these cats that are free? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
I don't know. Where's his residuals?
That's what he want to know. Where's his residuals? You know what I'm saying? Why am I in here eating this lunchline food? You know what I'm saying? I'm R. Kelly. That's what he said. Where's my money at?
Right. Even when I first heard the song before he dropped his verse, that's the first thing I thought about was residuals. Because, you know, we all about residual income. So I'm like, yeah, I'm going to use this for something for my business. But he was speaking facts. Where his money at? Y'all got this man in jail. You know, well, he got himself in jail, but still, you got his money. Where's his commissary? He still got to eat.
Hey, man.
Right.
What did you say it sound like? Without the background music, it was...
Oh, the acapella? Oh, yeah, I said that sound even harder without the music. He had ad-libs in the back and everything going on.
He's stacking his vocals and harmonizing and, man.
Right.
Oh, we have adoration.
Look, and I'm gonna let y'all know something. It's only one place in prison where you can get acoustics like that.
Okay. The shower?
Yes, sir.
I hate this dude. But so my thing as a hip hop artist and all this, what program, what tools, what microphone is he using to sound? Like I said, the dudes out here who are free are sounding like straight garbage as far as their quality. That ish right there was on point. But it just goes to show that, hey, R. Kelly, I don't know whether he didn't, whatever. I can't say anything. I'm not here to pass judgment. The only thing that I can say about Kells is that, hey, his talent is undeniable. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes you got to separate the talent from whatever it is, the personal life. You know, I can critique and judge his talent. I don't know what's going on in his personal life. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can have a
musical genius, man.
I can have opinions. I can have opinions about what Kells have done. You know, and those are my personal opinions. But the thing that we're here to critique is his music. And that right there was flawless. From him to be locked up and drop a quality verse, he just shitted on everybody. The challenge is over. I
didn't even know there was a challenge until he did it. You know what I'm saying? And then, now it's over. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much. And for all the people, I know somebody gonna be in the comments. If you still listen to R. Kelly, you support. Hey, listen.
I don't support
before you come, but before you come for me, all the people he wrote songs for, I'm gonna need you to go tell them to get him money back for their residuals, for all the music he wrote. That's what I want y'all to do.
Right.
Come for me. Go to the people, all the people he wrote music for, and tell them to get them songs back or take them down and get that money back.
Right, because all you guys are talking about Robert. I'm talking about R. Kelly.
Right.
And his music is amazing.
The aura.
Right. He put the R in R&B. You know, so hey, I can only speak on his talent. The dude wrote countless hits. He wrote for Michael Jackson. Hey, what's up, Greg? What's up, cousin Cynthia? You're right. Musical genius. That's what he is. He wrote for Michael Jackson, Celine Dion, B2K. Even though now hearing it, it's a little creepy. You know what I'm saying? But hey, get the check. Aaliyah, Whitney Houston. Come on, adoration. You know, bump. You know what I'm saying?
No. I was just laughing because
Maxwell, Fortunate. You know what I'm saying? Like,
come on. You can't bump no more. Because R. Kelly wrote it.
I mean, I never bumped. I was a child.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting you ain't up there.
I'm like, no, I remember the song, but I like their baby. That's the reason why. And when I was 4.
4.
Yep, I was 4.
Yeah, Adoration. Well, how old is you? Adoration 28.
Oh, baby.
I'm 29 now.
Oh, 29.
Oh.
Yeah, she ain't up here with us. She's the youngin' out the squad. We old. You know what I'm saying?
Don't do you got a couple decades in this thing.
We old, man. You know what I'm saying? We talking to Adoration like she was out there with us. And, Adoration was in the house.
I was just saying. So even with R. Kelly, I mean, the skills are undeniable. So, talent is talent. If you have real talent, you know what I'm saying, it's going to surpass any type of auto-tune, any type of special tricks, whatever. I mean, he can sing and it's flawless. So,
yeah, that was proof that man could sing.
Yes.
That's what that was. That was proof the man can sing his ass off now. Case in point. You know what I mean? Now, when I let my daughters go to his house, hell to the no.
Oh, funk no.
Why would you even bring that up?
You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying.
That's something to be brought up because these parents, like,
my kids can't go over there. Yeah. But sir, you definitely can sing, and I appreciate TP2.com and the Chocolate Factory. You know what I'm saying? Hey, those albums got me through some stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? It was a time in my life. We see you, Jess, in the background. Like a man. You know what I'm saying? But hey, mama, roll it then. But hey, for real, like, boy, we was out here doing something strange for some change when that came out. But, I'm sorry. Denisha was at church. You know what I'm saying? We just say Denisha was at church. But the rest of us outside was, you know what I'm saying, getting busy. You know what I'm saying?
And on your booty, your booty, your booty, your booty.
Hey, snapping. I never heard nobody sing booty like that. But
right, that's what I'm saying. This is my song for real. Yeah. Hey, man. Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? They gonna cancel us now. You know what I'm saying? You do anything R. Kelly related, they cancel.
Before you get me, get Celine Dion or shut up. That's what I got to say.
I'm your angel.
Go get her first. When you come to me, go get her. Because that she's still on tour, hitting them notes.
Hitting.
Thank
you know what I'm saying?
Hey,
So real quick, before we jump off R. Kelly, who's getting his residuals? Sony BMG, Jive Music, whoever he signed his rights off to. Because, what was coming out during the case was that he was illiterate. He couldn't really read or whatever. So I think he signed some bad deals. So whoever his management was, whoever these, I'm not one to be a conspiracy theorist, but let's just say for the sake of playing advocate, if these allegations were true, they're going on for years. And the dude wrote countless of hits with Jay-Z, with everybody. You know what I'm saying? So you mean to tell me that, this was going on and now all of a sudden this stuff comes up and then now, he's persona non grata. You know what I'm saying? So who's getting his residuals? Huh?
I said, and broke. You know who else was on Jive?
Who that?
Angie Stone.
Yeah.
And she needed her residuals. Yeah.
So I mean, the words of Jerry Heller, the late great Jerry Heller, saying he imparted this on me. You have to read what it is that you're signing.
Yeah.
You have to know what it is that you're signing. And then on top of that, he emphasized to me, he said verbatim, you are the talent. You get what you negotiate. If you think pennies, then you're going to get pennies. If you think dollars, you're going to get dollars. But make sure whatever we as managers, we as label people, we have no job if it was not for you, the talent. So you want to make sure that whatever it is, if they're coming to you, that you get whatever it is that you want and you negotiate. If they don't come to your terms, then you walk. But you have to know what it is that you are signing. And he emphasized this. So for the ones that wanted to call Jerry a crook, he took the time to really gave me game. And because he gave me game for free because I brought him a contract. and it was a management contract by a supposedly quote unquote friend who wanted to manage me, but I had to pay a monthly fee. And he said, "Third, that doesn't make no sense." You know what I'm saying? Like, we as managers, we only get paid if we get you work. So for him to be paying, for you to be paying a fee is stupid, and he's trying to swindle you. So no, we work for you. You are the talent. So whatever it is that you want, you negotiate. You think dollars, you get dollars. You think pennies, you're gonna get pennies. We would have no job if it wasn't for you, the talent. So, with that being said, the cats like R. Kelly who are illiterate, I think, or dyslexic, whatever it was, saying he signed probably like a bum contract. And so, whether it was with management, whether it was whoever it was, they got his residuals. So those are the people right now who are eating off of those songs that he wrote for everybody, for the millions that he wrote for everybody, So I hope that his business acumen was a little bit better than that, where he has some type of money, you know what I mean? But if he does not, then I mean, it's a sad situation. It's a lesson learned. So for the young cats coming up, if you're watching this is a hard lesson learned, but it's a lesson nonetheless that, hey, you have to read what it is that you sign, take it to a lawyer, and then take it to another lawyer to proof it. You know what I'm saying? But make sure that you know what it is that you're signing. And whatever it is that you agree to, make sure that it is in black and white, and then you sign. But that's another thing he emphasized to me. Make sure that it doesn't mean nothing if it's not in black and white.
If it's not. I always say, take your contract home. I feel like a lot of people always want to sign right there on the spot. Don't ever do that.
I mean, because if you think about that, Iteration, if we're looking at the scenario, some are coming from impoverished neighborhoods, like $5,000 looks like a lot of money to a lot of people. Just like even with like New Edition, when we watched the New Edition film, saying like it was like you said like what $500 each or $5,000 each. That's a lot to some people who are living in the projects. That's a lot of money. So when you're being presented like I would say equivalent to like a carrot being dangled in front of you, and you're hungry, and your circumstances, then that $5,000 looks like $5 million. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you got to learn how to keep poise. Like you said, take the contract home, take it to lawyers. Have them look and read over it. But then again, you got to watch them. It's like Biggie said, I got lawyers watching lawyers, so I won't go broke. It's true. You have to have a second opinion, maybe even a third, to make sure that nobody is swindling you out of your money. Because they will use verbiage, and they will use certain things that you don't necessarily know. So if you're saying, "Hey, we're gonna give you $500,000 for three albums," but your likeness, your image, your name, that all belongs to me. Sometimes they put that in small print, and so people are not seeing that. So they're $500,000, so cool. I'm gonna sign my name. So. Or they'll also throw in some stuff like, hey, whatever that you write underneath this label will be owned by this label. We have the right to distribute it and put it anywhere that we see fit when you have no say.
Didn't Drake find out the hard way?
Yes.
He got them 100 gigs and then Universal said, no, thank you, sir.
But here's the thing, though. There's a difference between a label, having some type of ownership of the songs that they produce, which they should get a fee. They should get a small percentage. But then there's also a thing called publishing, which, it's again, when we used to have different artists who sign different publishing contracts. So therefore, if you are a songwriter, you're writing your songs, you're singing your songs, and you're producing, you get a bigger share of your songs. So you have to make sure that you have ownership of your publishing. So if they're coming to you saying like, hey, well, we're going to need you make sure that they get the smallest percentage of the back end of that. And you keep the lion's share, because that's what Michael Jackson did. He owned his publishing, but then he turned around and he bought a publishing company, which had the song rights to the Beatles, to Elvis, to Eminem, to all these people. So let's just put the Beatles out there. So whenever the Beatles, if you heard like a Beatles song on a commercial, or if they're using it for anything, even if the Beatles were performing their own songs in these arenas, guess who got paid first? Michael Jackson. So, so he was essentially the fifth Beatle. So he got paid first. The writers and producers got paid, and then the artist gets paid. So you want to make sure that you know what it is that you're signing and what you negotiate, but beware of your publishing too. If you're signing a different publishing deal, make sure that, hey, they will try to come and say, like, I will give you $1 million for your publishing if you sign over all rights to your publishing. Don't do it, because if you have songs that will actually take off, and that again, if they become bigger than life, you will eat off those residuals in the long run.
Or you better do a master.
That's what I was saying when I was thinking about the lady from En Vogue, because she should have been having some residuals. That's what I was.
Here's the thing, though, Queen. Like Quest said, she wasn't writing her own songs.
Yeah.
But the thing is, so a lot of
maybe her R. Kelly can do a duet about their residuals. And,
R. Kelly can write her a bomb ass song from jail. You know what I'm saying? And that.
Hey, the door is cheap right now. You know what I'm saying? 2 packs of Robins and a pack of cigarettes, man. You get a whole song from Kels. Matter of fact, I'm finna call. You know what I'm saying? Write me something. I'm finna double down and sell it.
Oh my God!
You know what I'm saying? Hey,
ownership is.
You guys are in the like and share button.
I got a Costco card where I get your whole case of noodles. You know what I'm saying? Sent right on up. You know what I mean?
Ownership is important, and so
ownership is key.
Education, because that same thing happened to TLC. That same thing happened to. It's so many artists.
So many
that we just heard their music and loved them, and we didn't even know they was pushing RAV4s and broke and all. We didn't know. We just knew that they were superstars.
That's what I'm saying. So, because again, once you sign your initial contract, they'll pay you they'll say let's just say you're a hot artist. And I'm record label. I come to Adoration, like, hey, Adoration, I'm gonna pay you. I'm gonna sign you to this label for 3 albums. I'm gonna give you $1 million advance and blah blah blah. And this is that. Let's just say I sweeten it. I give her name and her likeness. So if she leaves said label, then she can go to another label and use her name and her likeness or whatever. But those songs, I may own those songs. You know, so with that being said, though, that's separate from a publishing deal. So if you're writing your own songs, what you need to do, this is free game for the artists out there. Start your own publishing company. Then you take it and get a license from ASCAP or BMI, but you start your own publishing company. Be the first person that you sign to your own publishing company and own your publishing. So therefore, when these labels come to you, they say, "Hey, I'm gonna pay you $500,000 for your publishing." No, because if there wasn't all the rights to your publishing, you didn't have the power and control to sit here and say, "Hey, I'll give you 5% of my publishing, and I keep the 95%." Or I'll give you this much percent and I keep the lion's share. Because again, what's happening, like with the artists like TLC and all the others, whatever. Well, TLC didn't write their own tunes either. So they signed a contract, but then they get dangled like, hey, I'll give you this money and in advance. That's another thing. Your advance is essentially what they're thinking that your album is going to project. So therefore, it is a loan. So if they give you $1 million loan, then hey, you should be using that to make your album sell, which is marketing, where you can hit up Denisha and you can have Quez for marketing, or there's promotion. You want to make sure that you're paying your producers. And then again, if you want to cut costs, you want to write your own songs and you want to record your own songs. So therefore, go learn a trade, go to school, learn how to engineer, learn how to record and produce yourself. Therefore, you can kind of cut costs and, you can keep some of your money. But if you're just an artist and you have people writing your songs for you, then the songwriter gets paid, the producer gets paid, the engineer gets paid, the label company gets paid. Everybody gets paid before you.
All right. Jasmine Crockett, let's get it.
Right. Absolutely.
Get your money up. You know what I'm saying? Not your money up.
No, you gotta get your knowledge up, because if you don't have your knowledge up, you think you're signing.
Speaking of which, I am Third Degree. I got music, so we will go ahead. You can get it on Spotify, KingThird.com. You can cut the middleman off. You don't have to go through any streaming services. Go to KingThird.com and go buy directly. You can buy a song for $1, or you can buy the whole album for $5. Here goes slow snippets right here.
Yeah.
You're wasting time.
Hello, family. I'm Marquez.
Hey, you guys, and I'm Denisha.
We all want the best for our children, right? Security, opportunities, and a future filled with endless possibilities.
That's right, but here's the question. What are you doing today to create that future? Imagine building a business that creates generational wealth, leaving a legacy that grows even when you're not working, showing your children what it means to dream big and take action.
That's right. With PlanNet Marketing, we offer you the opportunity to earn income while still being present with and for your family. We show you how to invest in their future while securing your own and teach them by example what financial freedom should look like.
And don't just tell your kids to dream big, show them how it's done.
That's right. Comment below or
you could just message us for a direct link to our presentation.
That's right.
And we are back in the building. So sorry about that. I don't know what's wrong with the platform. They keep taking out my virtual background. So, here we go. So Jasmine Crockett. So the little backstory behind this, right? So we had a show where we were talking, should African Americans live abroad? And due to today's political climate, our very own Quez and Miss Adoration, Baltimore's own, and Taiwan and Thailand and all Asia's own, Adoration. They had, Baltimore by way of Asia, what I'm saying? But they had a topic of discussion that was really, really, really interesting after the show. And one of the things that was brought up was they keep picking, or paraphrasing, they're picking our leaders, and the one thing that they will do is that they'll try to use their decorum against them, how they act, how they present themselves, calling, especially like Jasmine Crockett, calling her ghetto, calling her hood, calling her all this other stuff. And it got really interesting, And just right afterwards, we see this video of this white dude pretty much dragging Jasmine Crockett. So here goes pretty much the video right here. Yeah.
No, she wants you to believe that she's straight out of the hood. Okay. She wants you to believe that she's the star of her own little gritty street drama, but I want you to hold on for a second. There's a plot twist. When it comes to Jasmine Crockett, the actual truth is she's more like a character from a high-budget rom-com set in a pristine suburban neighborhood. Let's call it Fresh Princess of Dallas. She attended an elite private day school where the tuition cost nearly $35,000 per year. She ain't from the streets, y'all. This institution, known for very privileged clientele, and it provided her with the level of education and resources that many in lower-income neighborhoods that she's trying to relate to could only dream of. So I want you to picture little Jasmine, fresh out of her exclusive day school, rolling up to the playground in designer sneakers, ready to take on the world. Meanwhile, kids in the neighborhood are trying to figure out how to navigate the complexities of the ice cream truck schedule. She didn't have the struggle, folks. And then she went over to Rhodes College. Let me tell you what the tuition at Rhodes College is. Any guesses? It's $55,000 a year. Oh, little Jasmine was getting educated. I mean, at $55,000 a year, I half expect her to show up in class in a ball gown, sipping Dom Perignon while discussing Shakespeare and the finer points of avocado toast. But somewhere along the way, she traded her glass slippers for Ebonics. So let's be real. Jasmine is cosplaying a gangsta like she's auditioning for a reality show called Real Politicians of Privilege. Now, we can just imagine her strolling into a meeting wearing a hoodie and an oversized sunglasses while her assistant carries her $500 designer bag filled with organic snacks, rolling in to represent the streets with the mocha latte and the stock portfolio. So when she TikToks to they not like us, the fact is clear. No, she ain't nothing like us.
Before we begin, I want to say something to all white people listening, especially with this attitude. You are not us.
Right.
Period.
I was trying to figure out the us he was speaking of. You know what I'm saying? Who's the us you were speaking of, sir?
Caucasity. The caucasity. You are not in the... Y'all go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm not going to know.
Hey, I'm with you on that one, Adoration. Who is this us you were speaking of, sir?
The caucasity is insane. Wait, now,
real quick, shout out to Kira. Also, just a little precursor. We're gonna have Kira. We're starting a new segment called "In the Hot Seat with Third Degree," where we will talk to entrepreneurs, people who are doing business, or artists, entertainers, whatever. You know, saying we're gonna give them a spotlight, let them showcase their talent. She has a book out. She actually has two, so we will be interviewing her next week. But Kira says, I don't get why she can't do something and have fun with it without being a problem. She can't like the music unless she's from the hood. She can't advocate for people unless she's from the hood. This man's ignorant.
Ignorant.
Cheryl says, "Damn, can't she get her party on?" And then Kira says, "Yes, adoration, exactly." I think she was saying when they're not like us. What's up, B? How you doing?
What up? What up?
Oh, hey, what's up?
Hey,
adoration.
All right.
All right. So, yeah, this was a doozy, you know, because on Facebook, it caused up a stir. You know what I'm saying? I have to give a word. Well, we have another person in the house today too. So before we get this other person, I got to direct some for somebody who called me a Sambo, I guess you could say. To the low budget Timu looking, Jim Jones looking ass dude, you can kiss my black ass, because first of all, you got up there acting emotional, acting as if you sit down when you pee and you're a grown ass dude. You know, you don't know what the hell I was thinking as far as sharing it. And I only share stuff to pretty much open up a dialogue, but I did not like what I seen. So, you know, your mama's an astronaut, your daddy is a sucker, you know what I'm saying? And
Third, you got to give context, man.
No, you got to go back to the comments on Facebook.
I don't know what.
I know what you talk about. Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. You know? If I said it, I meant it. I stand by it. You know what I'm saying? Like, he looked like a low budget ass Jim Jones. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, balling, no, that nigga look like he falling. You know, so that's shit. That's what I gotta say. What's up? What's up? We got the crew here. You know, so.
What up? What up?
Shit's weird.
Hey,
all right, y'all. So what are y'all 3 cents about the video that you just seen?
Sorry, I'm late. Sorry,
that's all good, Mel. We know you. We know you're out there doing your father thing. You know, what I'm saying, Father of the Year.
Yeah, amen.
Yeah, I just got done getting my booty hole bleached. So.
Oh my God. Class, order in the court.
Out of here, coach. You know what I'm saying? we're not gonna do this.
Nah, BJ, Eli, it wasn't you. It wasn't you. You don't look like a low budget ass Jim Jones. You don't look like you got a struggle beard. But I will say this to you though, BJ. I was a little disappointed in your comment because you stated that they're both idiots. You said the guy was an idiot and that she was an idiot politician. And I did not like that at all, because, and I'm going to speak to you directly because it's just me. I think that was disingenuous. Like, how is she an idiot politician because she speaks on an opinion? You know, just because she stated something that may be how she feels, that does not make or qualify her as an idiot. Because she dances and dances to Kendrick Lamar, whatever like that, does not make her an idiot. This woman is highly intelligent. Matter of fact, she probably got more degrees than probably all of us here. So for somebody to sit there to call her an idiot, I mean, that kind of insults me. You know, and I expect better coming from people who look like us.
100%.
I have something to say on that later after everybody's done.
No, speak your piece now, but everybody drop your 3 cents. So, just remember 3 cents. I'm sorry, we're kind of pressed for time a little bit. I might even just say funk it. We'll go a little bit over the.
Yeah, we're gonna have to go over it today.
I think we might. I don't think I'm getting any clips today. You know, normally I try to keep it underneath 2 hours to generate clips. The AI generate clips, so I don't have to do it myself. Yes, I'm lazy at times, but we might have to just go over today. Yeah. But yeah, so what do you guys 3 cents?
I think she's highly educated. She's sexy as hell, and I'm proud of all the work she's doing. And she's the only one with the backbone in the Democratic Party right now. So,
all right.
I think anybody that has to say black people act this way, when black people that act that way is just ignorant or racist. Especially
Yes.
if you ain't even part of the culture, you shouldn't be speaking on it. Like, why?
Right.
I don't talk about farmers because I don't know shit about farming.
Thank
That
you.
ain't my that guy needs to stay in his fucking lane.
I'm not gonna tell you got a square dance and you can't
Yeah,
listen to this and
I
you
don't
can't
tell
do
him how to
that.
fucking line dance, how to rope a cow. I don't tell him how to hog. So he need to stay in his lane and we stay in our lane. That's all I gotta say about that. And
Thank you. Let me take
that
you back.
motherfucker
I'll
look
just go.
uneducated as fuck. So when people have to degrade other people, oftentimes it springs out of weakness. And that man, he just puts her name in his mouth because he's a nobody. We are only talking about him because of her, not because of him. I don't even know the guy's name. I haven't even watched the clip. I ain't gonna give him.
It just so happened to come on my feed, and so when I seen it, I'm like, really? This is what we're doing? And the thing that baffles me, I don't. Yeah, but again, it was something that we were talking about backstage. But the thing about it is, I don't understand the caucasity of a dude to his hue to sit up there and to have anything to say about how this black woman is or how she's not hood or whatever. And then, my pop, shout out to him because he was in the comments. He brought up a valid question. So does being hood disqualify her from being a politician or from being hood? What was he trying to do? You know what I'm saying? Because it didn't disqualify her from shit. But hold up real quick.
I don't think she's hood. She's just a person. And I think when we keep sitting there and trying to say, oh, you're hood, or you have to get this card here, or give some fucking kudos there, it negates what the value of who she is. She's a fucking highly educated person. And if she talks however she wants, she's earned the respect to say whatever she wants. And nobody should be regulating how somebody else speaks, especially how a highly educated black woman speaks, that's speaking for a whole fucking party and half the fucking United States.
Right.
So,
hey, real quick. I'm gonna read some of these comments. BJ says, "Did you watch the video I sent you?" Yes, I watched the fucking video, and that's it. Didn't bring up nothing. It didn't prove nothing, and that's why I said it. And I'm gonna say it. I said it in the comments, and I'm gonna say it to you right here directly. He's a dude on my Facebook. He's a cool dude, but we have conflicting ideologies, and that's fine. But I'm gonna say this to you right here. That proved nothing. Again, because she said that that there was no. I guess to paraphrase, he was basically sent me a video where she said, "No, coming here illegally is not a crime." So that constitutes and make her an idiot. No, that just means that she feels. Oh wait. That just means that she feels a certain type of way about immigration. That does not mean that she was speaking on fact. It was opinion. But again, I believe that you sound like you're right wing. You might be right wing, but that's like one of the things that them far right people say. And again, at the end of the day, I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? She's still a person of your hue. So why the hell are you talking shit to her like that, to degrade and down her? But that's just my thoughts. But
what up, Tish?
Yeah.
Hey, I was having.
Am I saying something off basis?
No, you just went on a little tirade right there. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna break that up a little bit.
All right, go ahead. I'm saying. All right, so what do you guys have thoughts? I'll get off my soapbox.
Well, I was gonna just clarify that when you come into the United States illegally, it's not technically a crime. There's civil and there's criminal. It's a civil crime. So, and if you don't follow a court order, you might be in family court. That's still under civil as well. So it's like people that don't know the distinction often speak in ignorance. So people just read the headlines and say, well, they're illegal. And they're like, oh, well, how are they illegal? Well, I don't know. I just heard they broke the law. What law? What statute? Well, I don't know.
Melvin, this is where I got to push back on you. See,
go ahead, push back.
Wait.
Unless you know the difference between it.
I want to get the
family law thing.
I want to get the ladies, because I don't want this to drag on for 3 hours. So, ladies, we'll come back to you. Just please hold it. So, ladies, what are you guys' thoughts?
I mean, I can just give my 3 cents on the Jasmine situation. And this is not just the Jasmine situation. Let's talk about Black politicians in general, Black people in general, there's this mindset that the caucasity has created, that Black people have to be this or that. Either you got to be close enough to whiteness to fit in to make them feel comfortable, or you're ghetto. Those are the options. And somebody was just talking about that with Meghan Markle. They're like, they hate her new show on Netflix so much because they're not used to seeing Black people in that light, rich, nice food, serving. And they're like, it's just unrelatable. But one Black lady came on and she's like, my mom's had China and has been serving and been doing this and that for years. Why is this so uncomfortable for them? And we're getting the same thing with Jasmine. She's too educated for them. They hate that. Like he said, oh my God, how dare you? You know how many white politicians or white people in general were going to those schools? Why aren't you talking to them? And then for him, it's like, how dare you be this close to my greatness or to white people's greatness and education and that, but then not act like a safe Black. You're not safe Black enough. Are you trying to be hood? Me, like I said, I am Black too. I grew up abroad at one point in my life. My dad was a multi-millionaire. I lived abroad. I'm still Black. I've been a rapper since I was 4 years old. I'm still a rapper. Am I cosplaying Black? Like, what does that even mean? Okay. And that's my thing. People look at her and they say, oh, she's ghetto. And, you know, she doesn't represent Black women. I'm like, me personally, I'm very educated. I know exactly what's happening with the stock market. I can break it down to you. I've been sitting in rooms with old 70-year-old white men talking politics since I was 15 years old. Yes, I can do all that. But I've been a rapper since I was 4. I got a whole rap album coming out. I'm Black. I'm not saying all Black people are that, but I'm saying that I don't have to be just because I go to a private school or went to a private school doesn't turn around and say now that I can't wear a hoodie. To me, it's just all kinds of racism. It's saying this is what field niggas do and this is what house niggas do.
Right.
Choose one.
Exactly.
You can't be. I'm not your slave.
I hear
own
you.
the house.
I hear you on that. I hear you. D?
Me personally, I mean, she is educated. She's very well educated, and she's not fake. So when for him to say that she was fake, she's fighting for us even there. It don't matter what school you went to. You can live in the projects. That don't mean you don't have no money. There's people in the projects that have money, and they can get educated.
Look
and
at
they
Michelle
can
Obama.
and they can go to all different kind of schools they want to. And ain't nobody gonna tell me whether I'm Black, how Black I am or how I'm not, and what music I can dance to or I can't dance to.
Amen.
It's not for them to say. Second of all, me personally, I'm not giving these mega people or these right people, whatever they are, I'm not even giving them attention on Facebook, Instagram, nothing. Because when you replay their video and everybody comments on it, they're getting the likes and the views, which means they're getting paid for that. I'm not helping putting no money in their pocket because that's what they want. A lot of times they're coming on and they're stirring the pot so they can get paid because they know it's going to rile us up. So why even let them know that it even bothered you? This is me for 2025. If it ain't about my bag, I ain't worried about them.
Girl,
preach, D.
Better preach. I like that.
Preach, D. What up, LT? Go ahead, speak, LT.
Go ahead, girl.
This is all rage bait.
Yeah. Amen.
All it is rage bait. And I'm going to keep it 100 like I always do. We cannot, yes, that's a MAGA person. Yeah, it's a white person throwing all these ideologies out there. But we cannot sit here and also say that does not go on within our community. He knew what the hell he was doing.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Okay. This is coming from a person that all through elementary school, junior high school, and sometimes through high school, I was told I was trying to be white because I wasn't speaking hood enough. I wanted to be a cheerleader. I was the only Black girl on the squad. Oh, you must be trying to be white and Mexican because ain't no other Black girls on there. When nobody even asked me the real reason why I wanted to be a cheerleader. Free football games. No regular PE. Got to travel outside the school without having to worry about nothing. Going to other schools and seeing all the other boys at the other school because I didn't date nobody at the school I went to. But no, I'm trying to be white, right? And see, we still have that colorism to this day. Still. So he knew what he was doing. Listen to how he talked. Gangsta. She went from such and such to Ebonics. What? Like all that stuff was to kick us to be like, ugh, and we're doing exactly.
I don't give them my click. Don't give them your click.
Yeah, after I
no, I
left
would
the
never,
comment
never.
in the group, I was pissed at myself because I allowed it to bug me.
Sure.
When I'm living in my silence era, but I'm part of that 92%. So I'm supposed to be. I'm not supposed to be falling for any of this stuff. I'm not supposed to engage. I'm supposed to be quiet. So I was so mad at myself that I allowed myself to even go that far. When you see it for what it is, you got two choices. You either go back and engage and give him what they want, or you sit back and keep it moving because my life is not affected by how they see her. She's an intelligent woman. She's doing her job, and all I see that as passion. I don't see it as her trying to be hood. I don't see any of that stuff. And I never once saw a video, and if you find it, please show it to me, to where she said, I'm from the hood. Where did she say that at? Right. So where is it all coming from? Is somebody jealous because she's able to attend these high-priced colleges?
Yes, he is.
Is somebody mad?
Amen.
And then if you open the screen up, or because I pay attention to detail, besides the flag in the back, he got a damn Donald Trump bobblehead on the side. So recognize where it's coming from. And then
so he's already sucking that dick.
It was rage bait. It was rage bait.
But that's what they do. I've seen the mega feed. That's all it looks like. It's just trashing our politicians.
It's just white outrage. A lot of it's just white outrage.
No doubt. Real quick. Kara says there's a reason why you have states like Florida teaching that slaves develop skills for their personal benefit. If you control the education, you control the people. There's a reason people, quote unquote, try to prevent Black Americans from seeking higher education. Kara also says, yes, to criticize another is to expose your own insecurities. And then, another thing she says, and they find a problem with that. The representation in films and media has been so much negativity for us for decades. Now they see we are a diverse people. They have a problem. They want to keep painting us as welfare queens and gangsters.
Agreed.
All right, Quez, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Oh no, you good. I mean, this whole conversation was sparked from what we did last week, and this is, to be honest, this is exactly what I was talking about last week behind the stage when we were having the conversation. Was that this was going to happen? I knew this was going to happen. That's the only reason why I brought it up. It's because no matter what, when it comes to Black individuals, period, there's going to be either you're too whitewashed or you're too Black. It's very simple. You know what I'm saying? When I brought up last week behind stage, that's exactly what I was speaking on. We know Jasmine Crockett is super educated. My kids go to private school. You ain't gonna talk shit about my kids. My white teacher was, so you can say whatever you want to. They daddy a gangster, so you know what I'm saying. We gonna balance it out. You know what I'm saying. My kids are squares. I want them to be. You know what I'm saying. It's okay. They can be squares. That is absolutely fine. You know, we can rock with that. Whatever. But what I knew was gonna happen, and the only reason why I said it is because the Democratic Party is projecting that as the only viable option. And that was my problem with it, is that the Democratic Party loves symbolism. And if they're going to continue to do that, that's going to be the argument on the other side, is they're too ghetto, they're too loud, they're too rambunctious, they're too this, they're too that. And there's a large demographic that's going to resonate with that. The Democratic Party is going to have to play the game, and they're going to have to play it without the rules, just like the other side is doing, because the other side don't care nothing about the rules. You know what I'm saying? Y'all going to have to go all no rules, because at the end of the day, they don't give a damn about the rules. And we see what they got cracking. So y'all do that was my whole argument.
I slightly agree with Quez. I think it shouldn't matter. You could be whatever you want, because the alternative is siding with the racist, siding with the fascist, siding with the bigot. So I'd rather be hood and patriotic than a fucking racist selfish,
Absolutely.
misogynist.
Absolutely.
The list goes on of things. So yeah, I rather be hood every day of the week. And
Well,
that has
y'all
nothing to
know
do,
how I feel.
that has nothing to do with race, but that
right.
that has to do with, and the other side, they don't care, they don't play by the rules, they don't give a fuck.
Foundational Black Americans have been the most patriotic people ever. You know what I'm saying? We done fought in every war. We created goddamn Memorial Day. You know what I'm saying? All of these things that we consider patriotism have come from melanated people. Let's just be honest. All the things that y'all use to represent freedom and patriotism and what America stands for, Black people are the poster child for it until it's time to give us power.
Of course.
When it comes time to give up some power, then hey, hold on, you're a little too ghetto, you're a little too black.
Yes, too black. There you go.
What happens?
It has
And
to
notice
do with,
how
it has
the
to do
Latinos
with
are looking
weakness.
for us to march for them. They get online talking about where the black people at. Y'all so rude. I'm like, wait a minute, didn't we
We're at home.
protect you?
You're silent.
Minding our business.
You know what I'm saying? Chilling. They talk about y'all right now. They
And I love them, but I'm just saying, we did. We tried.
But Kwesi, you said you were going to rebut what I said about civil cases. Illegal entry is a civil offense, primarily a civil offense.
I mean, I was just saying because you and I both know in family court the difference being that even though it's a civil case, it can end up in jail time. That was my own argument.
But yeah, that's my whole point is though. But a lot of the ignorance comes like they denote it as because you could go to jail over a parking ticket. Yeah. If you don't pay your parking tickets, you get a bench warrant. You could go to jail. That's a fucking parking ticket. So it's like you could go to jail. America has made it so easy to go to jail more than any other country in the world. So,
which is very, very, very true.
The standard of going to jail or something being a crime is not really that high. So it's like, oh, you can go to jail for jaywalking. You could go to jail for trespassing. There's a litany of things you can go to jail for. So us saying the standard, it's up here to go to jail or something's a criminal offense, and then we demonize them for something being a criminal offense when damn near everything in this country is a criminal offense. And then it's a civil matter, not a criminal matter. It's not like they did something a criminality, because in a civil matter that falls under property, that falls under family cases, that falls under a mortgage fraud, that falls under debt collection. That the list goes on of civil matters. So there's two ways. And so when we say, oh, they broke the law, it's a way of changing the mindset of their criminals. Because we just said you could go to jail for jaywalking doesn't mean you're a fucking criminal. And so when they say they came in here, we're giving them a negative annotation like, oh, you're a criminal because you came in. No. Well, am I a criminal because I jaywalk all the fucking time? Am I a criminal for double parking? Am I a criminal because I don't do a lot of shit? What if I don't follow one of the court orders of my parenting plan? Am I a criminal then? The list goes on. So when we look at others without empathy, that's when we give the racist their kudos. Like, oh yeah, they came in here illegally, and then we siding with the same people that use that same terminology to oppress our people. The same people that you're
and to piggyback
Black Americans.
To piggyback off that, these motherfuckers will still go over there and eat tacos, get landscaping, get cars done, and all this other stuff. You know, so it's a double-edged sword. So
they're hypocrites at the highest level.
Mexico is enforcing the tourist visa with Americans now. The lines are getting longer, the wait's getting longer. They're like, okay, y'all gotta have the visas you're supposed to have. You're not actually allowed to walk up to Mexico like Americans.
It's sad, you know what I mean? But it's sad.
But most countries do that.
It depends.
Most countries do that.
If you travel throughout Europe, you could travel throughout Europe and not have to really go passport to it depends.
Most countries,
not anymore.
Cannot just walk
but at
in
one point, Mexico wasn't like that because I can tell you, I crossed the border.
I know we're talking about Mexico.
Exactly.
Most countries on the planet, you cannot just walk over there and become a citizen and use up their resources. You can't.
There's
Now,
a lot of countries. There's a lot of countries that do and do
most
not.
countries are not going to come over there and let you get on government assistance. They're not going to let you come over there and work. They're not going to let you come over there and be a productive citizen without paperwork. Period. Point blank.
It depends on it. It honestly depends on the country and what the needs are. There's a lot of countries that need workers, and they have tons of immigrants going over there for construction jobs.
With paperwork.
Without paperwork. Without paperwork.
Not without paperwork.
Hold on, real quick. Kara says people are going to jail for being homeless, but at least they get meals and beds. It's still goofy, though. You know,
I don't get that statement.
She was talking about what you were saying about criminal. You can be
but I don't know
why it's not a crime to be homeless, but people are still going to jail for it. Some of them.
But I didn't get the whole feed them thing because it's like
because you get 3 hots in a cot.
3 hots in the cot.
That's the least you could do.
Right, it's crazy.
I mean, so do we have anything else more we wanted to? So I like again, it was just kind of weird that we had this talk, and I know it was leading into that from the show last week, and then we get that I see that thing that came up, and it was just like wow, it was something. It was a good discussion that was going on between Adoration and Quez. You know what I'm saying? I was privy to, and it was essentially. I got where you were coming from, Adoration, but that was just more further proof of what Quez was saying. Like this is what they're saying about us. Doesn't matter if you have an education or whatever. They're going to perceive you to be this, and it's all kind of stem from people getting comfortable about questioning our blackness or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
From when Trump was pretty much saying about Kamala saying, "Oh, she's black," and so folks became comfortable.
Well,
the thing I didn't
Obama.
Yeah, it did start with Obama too, but I mean the thing I didn't like was in the comments was that I was saying that there was people that looked like us who were pretty much applauding that type of behavior, and I wanted to put that out to pretty much get like a case study to see, hey, what are people thinking? Because at the end of the day, Quez, who was standing on his business and you were standing on your business, Adoration. So by me putting it out there, we got to see. Okay, who and how people are thinking, because this will definitely affect the elections when it comes to the next terms. Because again, this is something that me and Quez have talked about. Right now, people have to strategize, they have to organize, and then they have to mobilize. So right now, we have to know what the people are thinking. We have to come together and we have to start trying to make things work. Because at the end of the day, we got laws that are being passed that are affecting us. We got people who are actually in positions of power that can essentially affect us. And so, again, this is something that needed to be had. But it was one of those discussions to where, like, hey, you two are having it. But if we had this on the show last week and we were showcasing this to everybody, not everybody will believe you, Adoration. Not everybody will believe Quez. And it needed to be had and needed to be said.
Absolutely true. But let me interject with this, man. For us to strategize and mobilize, right? We're only 13 to 15% of the population, depend on which poll you're talking to and asking, right?
That part.
At the end of the day, we've been saying the same thing for a very long time. The people are saying on this side of the fence, we're quiet for a reason because we've been talking.
Yeah.
And we've been letting you, maybe it's time for some people to feel it. Maybe it's time for some of you guys to experience what the hell we was talking about, because you keep going against your own best interest to have your proximity to master. So your proximity to master felt good until those repercussions came back down and you thought it was only going to hit one side, and you realized master didn't give a damn about none of y'all. And now hey, black people, where you at? No, we've been to that plantation before. We cool. We good. You know what I'm saying? So for the next election, the strategize, mobilize is until you start addressing the issues that we speak about, nobody should get a vote. Because we've been talking too long. We've been asking nicely too long. We've been playing politics too long. We've been voting for 60 years for the black GDP to only grow 3% in 60 years. We've been doing that way too long. For other groups to be elevated above us and become model minorities and to become model citizens that shouldn't act like those Negroes. We've been doing that for 60 years. So if you're not going to address Black issues and the things that plague our communities, please don't ask for a vote. That's my whole thing.
But
if you're not going to listen, shut the fuck up.
That's just giving a vote to the Republicans.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
sir.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
Oh my.
100%. So if we all don't agree,
came out at 92%.
Quest. We came out in 92%, but we came out in less numbers than we did for Joe Biden. So if you have 92% of 100 is different than 92% of 1,000. So the numbers matter. The way you look at data matters. The methodology of what you're saying matters. So all the people that held out the vote for Kamala Harris' stance on the Palestinians, they costed her the election. All those hundreds of thousands that slept over in Michigan, which has a high population of Muslims, and she lost the election by a couple 100,000 votes in that state, costed her those electoral votes. So if you add those up, she lost the election for people doing exactly what you just said, holding their vote hostage, because now the person that isn't going to help you at all, because let's be real, the Republican Party don't give a fuck about you.
Come on with it, Melvin.
They're not going to help you in the least a bit. Actually, we lost more rights in our generation than our parents' generation.
Yep.
So I don't know this idea of let's hold out, because the only ones really losing are us, are the Black people, because even they care about the poor. They don't give a fuck about the poor white people, but they're still accepted. We're not accepted. We're losing out. We're the ones being targeted. Eggs are $9, and he's fucking worrying about trans athletes, which there's only 100 of them. You think I give a fuck what trans athlete plays softball if I'm paying $400 a month in groceries? Do you really? What are the real critical issues? But the white Christian nationalist will make you think this is a real argument. That there's real validity to men playing in fucking women's sports. That is up to the school's decision to play. I rather know, now can we be discriminated in a federal building? And the answer is yes, because that was his executive order to tear up the civil rights bill that's signed by Lyndon B. Johnson. And it affects vets. It affects disabled. And private schools and schools in general, now that he's targeting the Department of Education, doing away with the Department of Education, that's going to, for special ed, for 504, any resources needed. He blocked the agricultural bill for $1 billion for kids that need to eat. The number one reason why kids get poor scores in the South and on the East Coast, which they historically have low grade scores, is hunger. So by fucking blocking the $1 billion to the agricultural bill, he not only fucked the farmers, but he fucked the kids, and then ending Head Start and after school programs. So the list of things, it's the list of things that we all got fucked, but Black people got fucked more by holding our vote.
Are you done?
Yes.
Okay.
Wow.
Can I talk now?
Go for it.
All right. I'll let you get your issue.
Go ahead.
Now,
first, we'll let it go a little bit longer.
You need a little bit extra on that.
Huh?
You said what, D?
I said just go ahead and say. I mean, he said go ahead.
Go ahead, Quest.
What are you talking about?
She's saying just go ahead, Quest. Take extra time. You take extra time since I took.
No, I didn't want no extra time. I was just making sure you was done before I tried to.
No. I just wanted to hit every facet of the points, make sure everything got addressed.
Yeah, no, that's why I gave it to you. I wanted to give you your issue.
I can't go for too much more longer, but go ahead.
Okay, don't worry about it. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. No, go ahead. I got 10 more minutes. Go ahead.
Well, I want to give everybody their time, so I don't. You know what I mean? I want to.
Yeah, I feel you.
bullying no conversations.
No, you're not.
I'm just trying to give insight to what's going on different levels of conversations because I listen to them, and you know sometimes I'm involved in them, and it can't just be a one monolithic perception to what's going to take to win, right? For the people who didn't show up, and for the, I mean, at the end of the day, really, we're not talking to black people when we talk about who didn't show up, right? The minority groups that said they were in coalition with us voted against us. So, you know what I mean, if you want to take that route, then you need to address that over there. But what I'm speaking to is as the group of black individuals who, of course, we're going to suffer during any policy, but what we are resilient in responding to it, right? Those free food programs came from the Black Panther Party. Those free healthcare rides came from the Black Panther Party. What we do is be resilient as a community. I always look at it as maybe this needs to happen so that the community can start to function together. Because what tends to happen is Jewish community spends their money 12 to 13 times with each other before it leaves. Hispanic community does it 7 to 9 times before it leaves. The white community does it 3 to 5 times before it leaves. We're the only people who, as soon as we touch a dollar, it leaves. Right? Maybe it's time for us to focus on, hey, well, they ain't fucking with us. The government ain't gonna protect us. Maybe we should be doing for self. Maybe we should be advocating and spending our money with each other and creating avenues to where we can defend each other and have a economic base that supports us, right? The education system has been failing us for years. I'm not crying about an education system. If y'all want to dismantle the education system, you've been failing black kids for decades and putting them in special needs classes, even though they don't need to be there because you don't know how to deal with them because they think from a different perspective. And you have female Caucasian teachers who don't want to deal with the rambunctiousness of African-American children, right? If we're going to go there. That's been my whole point this entire time. My goal is not to sabotage any voting political party, none of that. My goal is to make sure that when we support a candidate, they don't turn around and say, hey, well, just wait, I'm going to take care of something on the back end eventually, because we watched the Democrat Party for the past 4 years say that they could not do anything specifically for black people. And then migrants came over here and they spent billions of dollars housing, feeding, clothing, putting their children in school. Meanwhile, in the hood that we talk about, children still can't read up to grade level. Children are still starving. People are homeless, and they're all United States citizens. But we watched them funnel money into a movement because it politically satisfied their agenda. That was my point.
And to be real with you, I'm going to interject. Both points are valid. You know what I'm saying? Like, on what Melvin is saying is very true. If you sit out and essentially don't cast the vote, then yeah, the vote does definitely go to the other party, as we see right now. But to flip it, there is a valid point to what Quez is saying, because there's a group of people, there's people who are feeling just like him, like, hey, why do we keep getting the back end of the stick? Why do we not get what we are asking for? Why do you only come around every 4 years? And I said this to Quez jokingly. I said, hey, if the Republican Party right now wants to go ahead and get to a lot of black voters, all they got to do right now is to start speaking about reparations. Not even speaking about it, give black people reparations. You're going to see a political shift as far as how the black people, because back in the 60s, before the 60s, a lot of them used to vote Republican. And then when John F. Kennedy came with the Civil Rights Bill and started passing civil rights, then that's when a lot of them started shifting over to the Democrats. So if the Republicans wanted to actually do something for black people, hey, let's start talking reparations. Watch how quick they leave the Democratic Party. But again, it's one of those things where we talk about qualified immunity. Oh, it can't happen, or this can't happen, this can happen. And then again, we get the symbolisms. We get the people in dashikis or kneeling and doing stupid shit that doesn't really have any type of effect on us. So, I mean, both points are valid, which is why I said before we need to strategize, organize, and then mobilize. You know what I'm saying? We should call ourselves the Black Collective Voices, and therefore we should elect people who think and feel just like us. And if they don't get elected, if they can't get elected, then hey, this is our collective voice. Put aside your Democratic affiliation, your Republican affiliation, whatever type or whatever, come together as a collective, and therefore we can get some real progress. Because if this Democrat nominee, if you want my vote, this is what we need. And just like we talked about as far as contracts, let's put this in writing. If you do not adhere or honor what we say, then you can either be ousted or we'll take back our vote within a certain time frame. You know, so I know it's idealistical, but it's some type of solution that may help and may get us on one accord. But both points are very, 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 very valid.
I agree with both what you said. Quez has a lot of facts, and everything he said, there was legitimacy to that. But my point is, obviously, because we know 92% of Black women voted for one candidacy.
Yeah, they came in. They came and they showed out.
For Black men voted overwhelmingly, like Quez alluded to, like our rate.
I think it was like 82%, right?
For a specific candidate, and it still wasn't good enough. Right, right there, it symbolizes we have to find other allies. No matter whether we like to or not, it shows if 92%, we can't get the job done. We have to find other people that agree with us and have empathy and say, you know what's happening to them is fucked up, and we help them, and we all work together. And like he said with the Jewish community and with other communities, they all work with. The Jewish community works with Black people. They work with Black people back in Brooklyn. Over there was contracts with different race groups. They were on the NAACP. So there was different groups, ethnic groups that work together to have a common goal. And that's what we have to get back to, because 92% ain't doing it, even though we all know it should be enough.
I hear you.
It's not. And so we have to find allies in other places that agree with us.
Melvin.
Right. Go ahead.
Wait. Always agree with us until they get their benefits, and then they dip off.
But that
we work with everybody.
That's almost every politician.
I wanted Adoration. Adoration was, she had her hand risen. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say to him, the reason why, I think Quest was kind of go to it too, but the reason why we're getting this is because just like this whole Jasmine Crockett thing blew up, it's because all of a sudden I'm hearing, hold it now, from Black people. All of a sudden, oh, she ghetto. Oh, she just did it. She don't hold herself right. She's acting, she had this Black girl attitude. This is what I'm hearing. And this is what these other people are eating up. When you go on a MAGA feed or on an Asian feed this is what you see. Oh, these Black people are ghetto. That's why they all voted against the only people that have been standing up for them. That was us. But because of the way we get framed, and as Black people, there are a very large group of us who allow ourselves to get framed that way. We say, well, the white lady said that to her, but because she responded, and Third played the video, she responded. She wasn't yelling. She just said, if I said this, would that be wrong? She's ghetto. Nobody asked what Marjorie Taylor Greene said. Marjorie Taylor Greene was like, and she went, well, if I said this, would that be wrong? And she's ghetto. She's Black. She's hood. She's misrepresenting us all of a sudden. So that is how they do it. They have rules for white people, and then they have rules for Black people. And when the Black people don't act safe white, or just not in the conversation at all, they throw hate campaigns against us, and everybody eats that up, and they reap what they sow. And that's where we're at now.
There's no rules for white
people. Wait. Go ahead, Tish.
No, these rules have been in place for a very long time. It ain't new. It is
not new at all.
Not new at all. And the reason why that this election didn't go the way we want is not because of the stereotypes that they placed upon us. I kind of disagree with that. The reason why it didn't is because everybody who voted for the man that's in office now thought that whatever policies he was going to pass was not going to touch them.
Absolutely.
That's what his MAGA people thought. Okay, that's what it was. And now there's so many of them now talking about, how can I take my vote back? How can I do this? Because they thought they were above the grid of everybody else who was a different shade than the man that's in there now. This is why I say I'm shush, because We sat here and 92% of Black women and 80-something% of Black men went out there to show y'all that this is going to go the way we said. And y'all was like, F that. No, it's not. It's not going to touch us. He didn't do it the first 4 years. I heard all of that. And then now it's touching you. And now you're mad because we tried to help you
online.
And you ran. You ran with whatever side you decide to run with. So to act like this is new, it just shocks me because this is not new. This behavior is not new. And what's going on between us is not new. We've been fighting this in slavery. This is not new. Not at all.
No.
So until our mindset, but until our mindsets change, it's not gonna change. And to sit here and if they're talking about it on their platforms, why are we on their platforms? Why are we watching their reels? Why are we watching their videos? Why are we engaging in this stuff? If that's what they're gonna do, if you already know that's what they're going to do,
came on my feed.
It's our fault that we go on there and get irritated. Because why are we going on there and getting irritated when we already know what the outcome is going to be?
Yeah, the shit came on my feed, and I was like, you know what? This was a discussion that they had. I wanted to see. I wanted to see if people were feeling like Quez or people were feeling like Adoration. And shockingly enough, there are a lot of people who felt like Adoration, but I was highly disappointed in some of the people. And it wasn't necessarily what Quez was feeling. He was saying, look, this is how they're going to paint us and this is how they're going to project us. And go figure, we have people of our same hue who are cheerleading and she's this and this and that. And I was kind of appalled by it. Like, I didn't think that it would really, for her, that this would be, but Quez is right. This is what they're going to use against us to try to weaponize.
It's what they did with Barack Obama. It's what they did with Kamala
But
Harris.
to be honest, it doesn't matter. If you look at it, there's nothing but white outrage, and there's been white outrage since Obama was elected. No matter what, even when they win, they're angry. They have the White House, they have the Supreme Court, the Senate, and the fucking House of Representatives, and you still angry? What the fuck are you mad at? They mad that there's Black people. There's mad that everything is not the way that it is. It's mad that it's not the Handmaid's Tale. They're mad because we still exist. So they'll come up with any fucking thing to say we're mad at now. First, it was Barack Obama was going to add record debt to the national debt, and he didn't. But Donald Trump did, and they were quiet. They were quiet. They said nothing. And so it could be any excuse. They said that Barack Obama was from Africa. Now they have this motherfucker from South Africa doing all this shit in the White House. I thought you didn't like Africans. I thought you didn't like Africans in the White House.
You got
this motherfucker was really from Africa.
There was an uppercut right there with that one, Melvin. That was an uppercut.
It doesn't matter. The hypocrisy is gonna be rampant.
It's gonna be there.
Damn it, that's
no matter what, you can come up with whatever it is.
Very true.
It's always because of color. It's always
sitting there trying to be logical to it is the wrong answer. You gotta fight outrage with outrage. So that's why I'm like, fuck Donald Trump supporters all day, every day, and twice on Sunday. Fuck them motherfuckers, because this is the way it's at. Because that's what they did.
But this is one thing that's true. And this is one thing that I wanted to highlight, because this is true. What Kira said about the classroom. Our children are extremely intelligent.
Wait, I'll read it. One issue with education is that young Black males are born in the classroom because they aren't being challenged enough. They act out because they are too intelligent for the current education system. I noticed this when I tutored in elementary school in Washington a few years.
This is absolutely
correct. It's correct.
This is absolutely correct. And I have counterparts, and I don't care if they're watching. I watch how they treat the children of our color. I'm the only teacher that looks like me for my grade. My class is the 4-year-olds that can read, that can write, that can do. They come and walk in my class, leave their class, and come and walk in my class and see what I'm doing. My children, who are the problem children, smartest kids.
There you go.
You can't tell a child to sit still and be quiet all day.
Thank you.
And look at a book and say, well, when they're 4, they should be feeding themselves. Baby, they can read. What are you talking about?
Yes.
Thank you.
They should be potty trained by now, huh? Who?
Crazy.
I agree with you.
This is the
Agreed.
biggest problem by far, and this has been throughout history.
Mm-hmm.
They've always been mad. They'll always be mad.
And they
It
treat our
doesn't matter
kids
what you
unfairly.
say. It doesn't matter how you say it. It's always going to be about color.
Oh, thank you. That's
Yep.
what I said.
It's always going to be about color,
don't
and
matter
I'm
what you
saying
say.
it because it's true. It's
Come on,
facts.
Queen.
Well, yeah.
Right.
The whole, I think I shared it in the chat that the whole abortion thing, it wasn't about the religious far right about abortion. It wasn't about abortion. It was about segregation.
It was.
Nothing was passed till 5 years after Roe v. Wade, when they said, hey, if you're discriminating in a private Catholic school, then you can't do that, and there's gonna be consequences. And they were like, oh, okay, well, what could we get everybody to rally about? Babies and death and how it belongs in the church. Because you're telling me this book has been around for 2,000 plus years, and just now motherfuckers are angry about abortion, and abortion's not a new concept.
Right.
Come on now.
Right.
Let's not be that dense. It
You
was
gotta
about
understand.
segregation.
This is the problem. We keep trying to make sense out of white supremacy.
Yeah, that's
and
what I
white
said.
Supremacy
You
don't
can't.
make sense.
You can't.
No.
But
Why we keep trying to make sense? That's why I be telling people, quit trying to make sense out of white supremacy, because it don't make sense.
Very true. Very true.
My son for a long time, but you supreme over me, and I can be outside all day.
Exactly.
All day.
My point is,
it's deception, lies, and violence. That's it. That's all they know.
My point is not
Only
to
good for them when it worked for them. When
exactly.
They're gonna bite their nose, bite their face. You gotta let them bite their face.
Right.
I'm never surprised.
They started that to kill black babies.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
Let's just keep it real. Let's just keep it what it is.
And you know why that is? Because our
absolutely.
black people. It's because we're mixing with their nationality, and they becoming the minority, and we're the majority. They don't want that.
If you read the KKK website,
they're getting watered down.
We turning,
but that's not.
What are you doing on the KKK website? Didn't you hear what they said? Don't be on the
I'm not looking at it. That's not going to be on my feed. That's not going to be in my search.
Yeah, that's not going to be in my feed.
On your phone. That's why you're.
I'm messing around.
I'll say this.
Looking at this.
I'll say this. What happened was when they found out that it wasn't us that was actually getting the abortions, that we were having our babies.
Yeah.
The college girls, those girls that were doing it. That's when it became a problem.
The girls gone wild. Those my girls.
That's what I'm saying. That's when it became a problem. Because it's like, wait a minute.
The birth rates is negative.
We're
saying
the watered down.
The birth rates on the other side is negative. They ain't got nothing to do with
I'm never surprised. I'm never surprised at what's going on or white supremacy. What I always do is the people that they have their eyes covered and they don't want to believe it.
Yes.
I try to spit out facts and say, Google it, motherfucker. If you don't believe me, Google is free.
That's
so if you don't know what I'm saying is true, prove me wrong. Go on Google, find whatever crazy article you want, and please prove me wrong. But what you're gonna do is educate yourself. And so I'm not surprised. I know they don't give a fuck, and they'll do whatever it says to win. And and they and they're the ones that always complain about participation trophies, but then they're the ones that raise the most assholes. So I'm like, I'd rather give every kid a fucking participation trophy.
I like that.
But that when they lose, they're the ones that want to burn shit down. Hence January 6th. You don't see black people going, oh, Obama can't run again. Let's go burn this shit. No, black people don't give a fuck. We got other things to worry about.
Exactly.
We're not gonna go sit there and fly and spend $10,000 to bus in to do some crime.
Everything else to worry about.
You think we want to take care of our kids. We want to walk our kids to school.
Those hooligans, man.
There is a difference. There's 100% difference. So I don't do this to surprise anybody, or I'm not surprised. I do it to educate the other ones that are melanated like us that choose to attend the Black History Month at the White House, which was nothing but a bunch of coons hanging out and drinking and bashing other black people. That's what they were doing. You didn't see them holding up. They were holding up. They were holding up a black pastor's picture, talking shit. If you don't represent,
tell the truth. Even though they did it, it was a great photo op. You know what I'm saying?
For who? For who?
But it was nothing but coons up there.
You think I look at Tim Scott and be like,
I'm sorry.
Hey,
you think I look at Tim Scott, the only black Republican senator, and be like, that's
with them big ass gums? That dude look like he can
wait till he gets
that dude with them big ass gums and little ass teeth look like he can bite Moby Dick.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like that.
He looks like a skinned down version of Third. He looks like Third on Ozempic.
Your daddy looked like him.
He looked like Third on Ozempic. Oh,
your
big
daddy
ass
used
gum
to
bastard.
your daddy used to pick oranges for Trump. What the fuck you talking about?
Y'all have the same forehead.
You know what? I can't do anything about America, but I can do something about it. Get your punk ass out of here.
Yeah. Oh, you ain't got nothing for it.
Timu, light skin, Clay Thompson looking
at
ass.
Shots while he's not here. That's
I'll bring him back. I'll bring him back.
I interrupted his side hustle like being a battering ram for the LAPD with his big ass forehead.
They didn't even shut him up.
He got a battering ram forehead.
Man. And the t-shirt over here rocking like toilet paper on her head. And I see that 40-winders. I see that 40-winders.
Hey,
I see that.
Is there a strong breeze in that studio? Because your hairline got pushed the fuck back. Damn.
That's why you're wearing the cap, right?
Breeze?
That's why you're wearing the cap. Did you have the salute? Did you have the salute back there? Oh, snap. Look, that dude ain't got patches. Go ahead, man.
Hey, it's nappy, but it's here.
Yeah, man, look like you can't afford it. You can't afford
it's nappy, but it's here.
Clay Thompson, you look like you pick cotton, boy. Look at that.
Hey, Quez, that's when you need to stand up, Quez. Foundational Black Americans, Quez. You need to stand up right there.
You only 77. Your texture of hair is
I know.
Embrace your 80%.
I can't tell if that 77% weave that you're wearing, though. That look kind of very European.
Just like a black man come from a black girl's hair.
Yeah, I don't know anything.
Because you
is it a wig? Is it a wig or is it a weave? I don't know. It just sounds like that.
Look at those
you should know before you say something.
It looks very Caucasian to me.
Before you say something.
Looks very Europeanish to me. I don't know. Is that Indian way? D, can you please educate me?
Stretch marks on his eyelids.
Hey, D, can you please educate me? Is that the Brazilian? Is that the Indian or is that European?
I just want to know.
I don't know. I don't know shit about hair.
That's okay. It's okay to be mad because of that 77%. It's okay.
Yeah. It's okay.
That look like 77% European on your hair. I'm just saying, though. You know what I mean?
The 3%. Which one's worse, the hair or
the 3%?
Black podcast. Which one's worse? Which one's worse?
Why are you targeting Queen LT? I'm the one talking shit on you. Leave her alone.
The shit out you.
Come to me.
Come over here, Melvin, with your side belly busting ass.
Leave LT alone. Come get me.
Melvin with your side belly busting ass. Looking like you got a shit on the side of your face, man. What the hell?
Come on.
Holy moly, guacamole ass looking mug. Shut up. You know I love you, Melvin. Even though you do look like Clay Thompson, though.
You know
a
I
darker
love
version.
you, Third. Even though you're like an overweight Norbit. You know I love you. You know I love you.
I'll be that.
I'm out.
You know I love you. Okay.
I'll be that. Overweight Norbit.
Queen, say goodbye. The baby's up. We love y'all. We'll see y'all next
week.
We out of here.
They didn't even make no damn sense.
We are done. I am out of here. Enjoy the show. Hit the outro, man.
Where you going?
Hey, I got to go.
You got a family to take care of.
Outro, please.
All right, y'all. Peace.
Like.